rolling like a geezer.
Welcome, everybody. It's time once again for your favorite show on the interwebs. What's the name of the show? Graybeards Studio. This is episode number 56 already. And thanks to you guys choosing the medium we're going to use today, we're going to do everything in brush and ink. That means no underdrawing with pencil. We're going straight to blank paper with ink. And we will see what we will see. Now, the subject matter is wide open. So that means all the Graybeards can pick whatever they want to draw. Let me see. Let me take a guess what David Williams might want to draw. Let's see. Oh.
Hey, I wonder what David's going to draw. I wonder. I really wonder.
You know, that kind of reminds me of the Lego Batman movie where Dick Grayson goes up to him and he goes, yeah, my friends call me at school, call me Dick. And he goes, kids can be mean. Anyway.
To the bat pole slobbing.
How old is that Halloween mask?
It's pretty old. I don't know. Look, it's got like.
Did you wear it when you were a kid? Is it old enough?
No,
Okay.
No, not that old.
Man, your table is like strobing out. Everything that you have in your studio causes people to go into epileptic fits.
That's the plan.
Well, it's working. Let's bring in somebody who's hardly working. It's Gary Martin. There he is.
Well, I have to say that this week's topic is going to be a character test for me. That I'm trying to work on my judging people, and if you guys are going to be inking with a brush, then
that's true.
Boy, am I going to be tempted to chastise you.
I was going to say, when has that ever stopped you before?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm working on it. I didn't say I was succeeding, but
speaking of success, let's bring in a guy who hasn't been yet, but we're still hoping. It's Kelsey Shannon.
What do you mean? I'm multiple award winner of this non-competition. But I just wanted to point out one thing at the beginning of the show. The flaw in you guys' judgment in knowing who you're dealing with on this show when you specified ink, but you didn't specify black ink, my friends. You're in trouble.
Oh, brother. Okay.
These are all ink.
Did you dub in that sound effect of dragging those bottles, or that just a happy accident?
That's awesome. It's like a magic.
What?
You know, I should have known that somehow you'd work color into this to save your butt. But
look at all the red. I mean,
you got Chinese red in there?
Yeah, I got 3 kinds of Chinese red, baby.
You've got Mandarin. You've got
a little Szechuan.
There's levels of communism.
Hey, did you guys? Speaking of China, sort of. When did you see that Godzilla got nominated for the first Japanese movie to get nominated for special effects?
No.
Whoa.
Awesome.
Well, that Korean one won last time, the one with the people living under the stairs or whatever that was.
Well, yeah, but this is the first special effects nomination for a Japanese film.
I'm gonna call a little bull crap on that, but go ahead, give him a little pat on the head.
That's what it said.
No way, those effects top Godzilla versus King Kong. I'm sorry, ain't gonna happen.
Was that a Japanese
Closing the door
film?
on that.
Was that a Japanese film?
No, but did that win best effects?
-1.
Yeah, -1.
Did you see it, Kelsey?
No, I've seen the effects on TV.
No,
I can see you guys are freaking
Wah,
Well, no, I
I've
haven't
seen
seen it.
enough. I'm sure it has a great human drama at the core of its emotional center. But the effects. Excuse me. No.
When the hero got burned alive, I cried.
Spoilers, damn.
Wait a minute, that was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, wasn't it? That was the bad guy that got burned alive. Okay, it was flamethrower.
Anyway.
Oh, right.
Was that not an outrageous scene where that girl, that Manson family chick, crashes through the window, falls in the pool?
I still haven't. I have not seen this yet.
After our talk the other day, and there were some great comments about who Brad Pitt's character was based on in that episode in the comments. Mm-hmm. I went back and watched it, liked it way more. I think it's one of those where I'm going to like it the more I watch it. You start seeing just little details, and you just get used to the world.
I think the thing is, when you watch a slow movie for the first time, you're like, oh, God, get me through this. But then after you've seen it, you know it's slow. You can start picking out other things to look at, and suddenly it becomes interesting, and the more you watch it. So
I can picture myself in the theater at a slow movie and hearing someone go, oh, Aaron, are you here?
I got things to do.
Now, Gary, do you have any stories about you going to an empty theater you'd like to share with the audience?
Speaking of groaning in the theater.
Show, have we sunk to this level?
I was so stunned by it backstage that I think it's worth repeating.
Hey, that's for Graybeards After Dark. We're going to have to do...
You don't have to mention any names.
See the chat. We do the salty stuff in the green room. So I'm kind of surprised that Aaron wants me to share this year.
Get it all out of our system. Yeah,
that's right. So we can get to that PG rating we're going for.
Yeah,
because that really brings in this kind of docile, no conflict PG rating really pulls the viewership in. All right, let's see who actually is our viewership today. My dog's going nuts downstairs. My apologies. Fox Mulder, look at that. Looks like he's the first one here. Best drawing stream on the internet by a long shot. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Let's see. Corin Zenith is here all the way from Australia. Toshiro, he's outraged at Kelsey's comments about Godzilla -1.
The truth hurts.
Wizard Sleeves still confounding Gary. Playmail is here. So this is the studio of Graybeard. It is indeed. Welcome. Repairman Jack is here. Birdman Burr. Leg Kick is here because Leg Kick is almost always here. Will Excel is here. Dave DiPietro. If it's Wednesday, it must be time for my favorite show. Oh, yeah, and Graybeards too.
Was it Golden Girls? What was it?
Guys.
Yeah.
Designing women.
Yeah,
Graybeards.
227.
Turn off designing women so I can watch Graybeards.
Barnaby Jones.
The View.
Yeah.
Don't come over here with that weak stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, as if I don't yell at the TV enough.
It's our demographic. Yeah.
The Vespa guy is here, and I got your last birthday present, which I will reveal on the Sunday show. Thank you very much for that. Jughead Grayson is here. 40% Zed. I wonder what happened to the other 60. Will Excel, I already said that. You Scare Jody is here. He says Aaron is still napping. No, I was wide awake. Wide awake. I may start napping during the show, though. Depends on how it goes. Marcus Killigrew, purveyor of all things pop culture knowledge, is here. Brian Norton, all the way from Japan. L.E. McGizhealing. Oh my gosh, you guys, give me a break. Captain Bit.
Aaron, if you're having trouble with these names, what chance do I have?
I know. I was just thinking that. Captain Bipto is here. Jimmy Owens is here. Iodine 74, Kevin Tomsot, all
What was that?
I don't know. Kevin Tomset, all the way across the pond, is joining us. Dennis C. Nolasco, thanks for joining us. George Bonnie 90. Neil Orr, afternoon all. You get my wonderful presents for like 10 minutes, and we'll take it. Just hit that like and subscribe while you're here, you know. Henry Bemis, all the way from Oregon. Paul Taylor, our resident biologist, making an appearance today. Thank you. Prater 7 is here. Dale A. He says, I hope somebody draws Batman. You probably don't have to hope too hard. Zombie Chow is here. How about that? Let's see. Old Dirty Fatty. Driakos.
This is getting clipped.
He's going, Gary is being a nihilist again. I don't know.
What do you mean again?
Once a nihilist, always a nihilist. A nihilist. That's right. Fallen Lowlife is here. Let's see. Who else do we get? Creative Faye. She says, Gary, you live in Washington. Have you seen Lopez Island ice cream?
What?
Oh, how about that?
Is that a thing?
Apparently, unless she's lying. April, you're not lying, are you? Oops, I just said a real name.
Tell us more, please. Tell us more.
You gotta get some Lopez ice cream.
That's right.
That would be awesome.
Old Dirty Fatty says Kelsey is threatening us with a good time. That's always a threat with Kelsey. Now, Blackjack wants a Graybeards t-shirt. That's not a bad idea, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like one. Nomadaman, Sif 4 says, taste the rainbow. I'm not really sure what he's going for there, and I'd rather not, thanks.
No.
Kelsey's, okay. All right. XLerb. Nobody trusts a comic book artist, boy. That's your first lesson you should learn in all of this. Aaron Louvier is here. Grey Wolf Graphics. Maroney. Birdman. Who said Birdman? Sorry. Geek Hero Bubba. Who else we got here? Son of Liberty Radio made it in. Says Kelsey can't leave it. Sif 4 says Kelsey can't leave his house. He still has his ankle monitor after burning his art. Apparently a federal crime if you do that on the YouTube. So
I also pull the tags off of mattresses. I'm a
violent
criminal.
Gosh. And then light them on fire. Armor Glitch is here. Let's see. Who else? We got anybody else that Jason Koppinen. All right, what do you think? Is that Koppinen? Jason Koppinen.
Kaufennein.
Well, we're ramping it up now, people. Heat Miser's here. Sean Allen is here. Ronan is here. Let's see. I think we got let's see. Zaid's here. Also known as Merv the Astro Chimp.
Merv
the Astro Chimp is in the house. Where's Bibliobob?
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking that.
Did I say it correctly?
You just did. Actually, you did.
You did.
Yes, you did. You said it perfectly.
Not even thinking about it. It just rolled right off the tongue.
I'm trying to read it, and that's when I have problems. Matt's here. Angela Curry. Robert the Bruce. Yeah, let's go.
He's not even here to hear it. I'm just so shocked.
I know.
You said his name right, and he's not even here.
Hey, there's Randy Howell all the way from Canada. Dolomite is here.
The female ratio in the chat today.
All right.
Ignite.
There he is. Bibbly Bob. Yeah.
Where is he? Oh, there he is. A Bibliobob.
Was that right? Bibliobob. Yeah, you said it. Oh my God. It's a miracle.
Victory. Show's over, folks. You can all go home now. Thank you very much. Schism's here. Cerrone Almighty is here. How about that? And Rachel Brinkley. Man, we've got women in the chat today. The word has got out that we are a handsome crew of older gentlemen. All righty. Well, before we start throwing a little ink on some paper, let's do a little show and tell.
We got to do this.
David, I think you have something you want to share, don't you?
Sure.
Oh, there's Henden Schnelly saying hello, darlings. Okay.
All right. I was asked before some time ago about prints of some of my work, and
Prince? I love Prince.
Yeah, Prince. And I thought I was all out of Prince, and I found this portfolio underneath my desk that was there.
Ooh.
I was forced to clean house, so to speak, and so I have all of these.
So to speak.
Yeah. And these are like 13 by 19. These are like huge. So I have like maybe 5 of each of these types of prints, and I'll be selling them. They're normally like $30, and I'm willing to do 4 for $100. So you're getting a deal.
And they're signed, I assume, right?
Yeah, they will be signed. So
look at that Black Panther. That's sweet.
Yeah, you guys see this?
That one was a cover. Yeah. So some of these were actually published. Yeah.
Awesome. And you got that.
Oh, look at that Nova piece. That's great.
Yeah. You guys see it okay?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Let me see.
Look at these.
Yeah, Kirby, Wolverine.
Oh, dude, I dig that Stranko-esque Nick Fury, too.
Yeah.
Look at that.
How much are these? Hey, I colored those.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. So they're 30 a piece, but if you get 4, I'll sell them for 100. So you're getting a deal if you get 4.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, that Red Sony one is great. I have that. Except Kelsey signed it right on her boob, so it kind of ruined the whole
really?
It's marking my territory.
Yeah. Oh, look at that Iron Fist.
Oh, that's so great.
Luke
so
Cage.
Fun.
Awesome.
That looks like marker.
Yeah, it was. These are like some commissions with stuff that saw print and stuff. So X-Men got this.
And Dino's got a good idea. He said Kelsey wants a piece of the action. That's true. I colored some of these. Man, these are great, dude.
Oh, thanks.
That's right. For every 6 he sells of a single print, Kelsey gets $1, but he's only got 5 of each. So
yeah.
Yeah. Papa needs a new pair of shoes.
Look at that Avengers one. Oh, that's Spidey's.
Oh, yeah.
That Spidey is coming off the page.
Kelsey colored that too.
That might have been one of the first things we ever did together, wasn't it?
Maybe. I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That was fun.
It was an unused cover. They didn't use it.
Oh, that's so nice.
Remember that?
I may have to buy some of these off you.
Yeah, yeah. I wish I had more wall space.
Well, I know I have nothing left. Everything goes in a portfolio. I can't even get David. I got the original Frankenstein Jr. piece he did a while back, and I don't have any place to hang it. I'm so pissed.
Aaron, I'm sure David will give you a deal. 3 for 100.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
That's
Orion,
cool.
that's sweet.
I like that chunky style you do. I mean, look at the size of his knees are like as big as his head.
Oh, look at Batman.
Oh,
yeah.
Sheesh.
Well, it's a little foreshadowing for today's.
Yeah, I would think so.
Maybe. You guys think you got me figured out?
Pretty much. Yeah, we pretty much think we got you figured out.
Wow.
It's true.
That is
both of
really
those are
creepy.
awesome.
Joker was super creepy.
Are these mostly commissions, David?
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at those. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Man, oh man.
Yeah. So if you guys want something, you could contact me through Instagram or Twitter.
Was that your billboard there on the left?
Yeah, this was a billboard over on at Warner Brothers. It was on the side of their building for a long time.
Yeah, I have a photo of you standing in front of it. That's
awesome. That is so cool. Really?
Oh man, you have to dig up that photo. I want to see that.
Yeah.
Look at that Purple Rain Snake Eyes. That's classic.
I'll make a note and share it next week.
That's great.
This is what it sounds like when Joes cry.
L.E. McJizz Healing says, "Come on, man! I'm going to blow my life savings on these prints. That's what he's working for."
No kidding.
Do it. That's what I'm exactly.
Sounds like he's going to get them all.
I got also a sneak preview. I don't know if I'm allowed to show it, but I'm doing it anyway.
Whoa! Look at that.
Fearsome page. So Fearsome
great.
wakes up in the land of Nod. And this is the first time you get to see this dream world that he's in.
I love that shot that it looks like that city goes on forever.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to.
Did you like mask it out and then splatter, or did you just go over it again in ink or whatever?
No, I masked it. I masked it out, almost like what you did, where you get tape and you're just taping off certain things and you cut around the tape, and then you just splatter and creates a cool effect of
that blue tape, man. I got to get the blue tape. I've been using the white tape, and it's too tacky. The blue.
You Philistines using tape to mask
yeah. Gary just gave a what was the thing you said? I already forgot what it was. It was some sort of masking tape. Frisket.
Is that what I didn't say that? I said the blue tape.
That's my point, Aaron.
I was reading the chat. What, Gary?
Never mind.
Thank you very much. Oh,
he had his finger on the cannonball, Gary. You're lucky.
You were about ready to get booted. You're so close. So close. Speaking of Gary, what do you got for us?
Playing around with a logo for my new publishing empire.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of decided to go with Skyboy since I already have the hat.
Yeah.
So I was digging through some stuff, trying to find some Skyboy artwork, and I found these old pieces that either have not been seen by anyone or very few people have seen it. Here's a piece. I did a bunch of stuff in a cartoony style.
Yeah, cool.
My daughter was involved in the First Tee program. It's like a golf program for kids, and I did some illustrations for them. So here's one.
Tour, like four, but tour, like what's the joke?
Tour.
I'm dead.
This is something that Aaron might appreciate.
Only in Oregon.
I did a bunch of artwork for a local bike shop, and they wanted a Yeti on a Yeti bicycle.
That's Aaron on a Sunday afternoon.
And then they made t-shirts out of it.
You see, the Yeti is the abominable snowman, not Bigfoot. So
I know that you wouldn't let that pass. And here is some more stuff for the bike shop, and where I utilized Skyboy on the bottom right. And so I've used him from time to time over the years.
So you're not going to go with G Money Publishing?
No. Here's Skyboy again. I used him in my my inking book as like examples of different ways to ink like a cartoony style.
Who is Skyboy? Like, do you have a whole story for him?
Yeah, Skyboy is a character of a comic strip. I originally did a comic strip, some samples for
like a newspaper strip.
A proposal for newspaper syndicates.
Yeah,
and I put them out to about a half a dozen newspaper syndicates, and of course, crickets. And then Dave Olbrich had an online thing, and he wanted some weekly material, and so a lot of the strips ended up on his website. We're talking like 25 years ago.
Yeah.
So here's a t-shirt I did of the cast of characters, and there's Skyboy and some of the other characters.
Stupendous.
It looks like
line.
Truth, Justice, American Way before they even.
Sort of, yeah.
The early
It's one of the,
incarnation.
La Nina, one of the main characters. And
Her
I've
brother,
got,
El Nino.
this is how many strips I've done.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, crap.
Yeah, a ton of them. I mean, these are all, this is original art. I just, like I said, I put these in an envelope years ago and they've been sitting all this time. So here's, I'll just show one. Let me share it. One momento, por favor.
So do you think you would be able to keep up with that demand? Like, did that scare you at all? Like, I thought about doing strips at one point too, but you have to do locked into like a 7 to 10 year contract.
It's hard.
A strip a day, every day.
It's hard. And there's like, I don't know, 3 months of strips here. Could you share my screen, Aaron? Here's just a sampling.
Oh,
Yeah, Aaron, don't worry.
wait a
Kelsey,
minute. Is that Frank
read
Miller?
this? Could you read this?
Here we
strip?
go.
This is Skyboy
okay.
at his local Comic-Con.
Dad, I just saw your favorite artist signing autographs at the darkest horsey comic booth. Great. I want to go meet him. Let's go. I need to warn you.
Hold on a second. You see David in the background holding a portfolio?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I need to warn you, Dad. He's really creepy. He keeps yelling stuff about creators' rights. What do you mean? He's a great artist. It'll be an honor to meet him. Who wants an autograph? I'll sign anything but a work-for-hire contract.
Sinful City.
I don't know how Frank Miller sounds. That's my best Frank Miller. Sounds like Batman.
Oh.
Now signing artists on Sinful City.
So I like that face so much that not long after that, I was working with Steve Rude on the Maw, and I created this character called American Liberty.
Oh.
And I did a couple art pieces of that character. And see if I can see this. Here's a double page spread of, and this is again kind of a style.
Is that Frank Miller in there again?
There he is.
Gary's got an axe to grind against Frank for some reason.
Wow. What did he ever do to you?
Yeah, so Frank, he's got an interesting kisser.
Yeah.
Well, hey, whatever you do in your personal life.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Before we get to Kelsey, David thought we should spotlight Gary just a little bit more. So he sent this to me. Let's take a look at this real quick, and I guess we can probably, comment on it if necessary. So you guys take notes. This is Gary teaching the masses how to ink about 10 years ago?
Oh.
This was in Tulsa, right?
Lies the natural movement of my wrist and my arm. It has this curve effect.
Yeah, you seem to have a lot of practice with that.
I never do a curve the opposite way to my wrist. So everything I do is this way. So if I have a curve that goes this way, then I'll turn the paper around. So when I'm inking, I'm constantly doing this. Because
Notice the packed audience.
We got two
You
people
go
there.
from, left to right when you
Yeah, and it was me and David.
Was it?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Was this at WonderCon?
Here,
Where was this?
and you just
No,
kinda
No,
test the
Tulsa.
bars.
It was.
Oh. Well, they're probably the
When
only
you're
two
inking
people who are
with
at
a
the
brush,
show.
Every day is
Then
different.
hand me this says full screen boomer.
Get in there and feel like you're really got your mojo
There's my
going
two-hand technique.
and be doing.
I
all
do
these
that without
incredible
thinking about it.
lines.
People watch me say, "What are you doing with that other hand?"
We
I'm
thought
like,
Eric
"I don't know."
Larson held the pencil funny.
I don't understand why it's like
I've
that.
never seen the two-hand technique.
I think it's because it's just kind of a intuitive
I just rest
thing.
the inking hand on the other hand is like another
Maybe your
resting point.
corn dogs on a green.
They call that the helper.
Yeah, yeah.
Who knows?
The cheating hand.
I still love the name.
Yeah. Anyway, so we got a couple more of those, but we'll Wait a minute here. Is this a freaking commercial? Do we have to sit there?
Yeah,
and
it's
watch
a commercial.
The name.
Of course,
Is that in the
remember
middle
that.
of it?
Didn't even tell.
I don't know why it did that. Oh, that was at
No,
the
it's
end of it.
short. There's a couple more, but maybe we should spread them out rather than just
Yeah,
do them
yeah,
all
yeah.
at once.
Yeah.
So there's a little adventures in inking with Gary. We'll continue this series as we go along and see how long it takes Gary to ink that Hulk head.
We got to keep Aaron busy during the show. Yeah, so
Exactly.
this is great.
Kelsey, what do you got for us?
Well, I've been doing these daily videos of just what do you call them? Gesture drawings and stuff, where I'll just look at an image on my screen and just try to draw it as simply as possible. So just did a whole bunch of these and I've been putting them out. They've been a lot of fun. Some of these, I got some like shank in here, and it's been helping me loosen up. And I've been trying to get better at like drawing on bigger paper. So as you can see, these are 11 by 17.
Ooh,
So that
Wow.
dude didn't like you
I try harder.
looking at him?
Huh?
That dude that's walking by with the backpack didn't like you looking at him?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. Where is he? I don't know. These are just street photography. Like some of these are terrible. So you're not going to see those videos. Trash. Yeah, I just found street photography or parkour for these guys or skateboarders. If you're looking for like action shots, you could do like, English football, not American football because they got all, unless you want to draw like Incredible Hulk, you can use American football because they look huge. But anyway, I also wanted to show off last week's, in case anybody missed it. Last week we did the.
that was 2 weeks ago.
That was 2
Oh,
weeks
was this two? What was last week then?
Stranko.
What the hell did I do with that?
You did Stranko, I know,
You
right?
did Stranko with the
You
chick.
threw it away.
Well, no, what the hell?
Did
Yeah,
you mail it to him?
let me see.
You did Jim Stranko.
That's kind of
with the-
Stranko.
No.
You
No.
did a portrait
This
of
is kinda
Stranko. with the
Stranko.
girls. God.
Well, shoot. Yeah, okay.
Maybe that got burned.
I'll take your word for it.
Did you mail it to him?
No, not yet. I was actually going to do some more stuff on it, and like apparently I totally forgot. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Hey!
Uh-huh.
I forgot.
Here it is.
Forgot all about it. No. Award. This is the award-winning cover from. Oh wait, no, that's Aaron.
Yeah,
This
let's not get confused.
Hey, baby.
You made him
There's
sound
one
like-
time where I punched everybody in an
All
elevator.
right, hey, Bob, baby.
You made him sound like Telly Savalas.
Yeah, right. And one more thing, I found not that. I found Posca. You know those white pens you
Yeah.
get?
Yeah.
It's going through Walmart.
The one
Saw
that
this
Chris
whole
Stevens
pack.
uses.
Look at this. They got all these colors.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
So those
so
are
I'm
like,
gonna,
wait a minute. Are those like whiteout type pens, but they're different?
No,
colors?
it's like paint. Like
yeah, they're
It's
like
almost
paint.
pens.
like
Well,
Chris
I saw.
Stevens. Chris Stevens used those to do his remarks on his
Okay.
prints.
Yeah, I saw somebody using these for like cover sketches. You know, those blank covers you get, the sketch covers, and I was like, wow, I've never seen that before. And then, man, a whole set of colors. So I don't know. I'm gonna be messing with these.
Yeah.
Now,
Not quite dollar store, but it's close.
Henry Bemis says Stranko once punched Windsor McKay.
Jeez. What was it,
Say
3?
that, that's like a Dr. Seuss book, man. Once punched Windsor McKay.
I don't like your stupid stories about kids and their stupid dreams.
Yeah, hey, there's Windsor McKay. I hate that guy.
Needs more women.
Oh, that's excellent. But not as excellent as what I'm about to show you.
There we
Okay.
go. You better come with it or you're going to get smoked.
Well, let's see what I got here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, blow it up.
What's
Whoa.
that way in the background there?
Oh, how did this? Okay, well, this is. Well, this, of course, is my award-winning cover from Wraith of God Bloodhunter. You guys probably didn't know this, but I'm also an award-winning writer and an award-winning actor. So,
Oh, yeah, what movie?
Tell us more.
I won Best Actor for Cheaper by the Dozen. My portrayal as the dad. Yeah.
And what grade in school
That
were you?
was ninth grade.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Now
I don't remember Aaron in that movie.
My writing award, of course, I placed 4th place nationally in a screenwriting competition while I was at USC. So I think that's kind of notable. But of course, the cover being an award winner is probably the most notable. But speaking of winning awards, how about that?
Wow.
Ba-ba-boom.
If you're wondering if Kit Carter appears in her underwear, she does on this one page.
I was, and thank you.
Yeah, I was. That kept me awake last night wondering about that.
Yeah, I know. And just imagine what this baby will go for on the open market.
Is that Aaron? Yeah.
A solid 2 figures.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Aaron, is that the camera foreshortening, or did you give her George Petty legs? I mean, look how long they are.
It's a little bit of it's foreshortening.
I want to see that layout.
Yeah, bring out the layout.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
That's better.
So,
Wow, now that's a Pareto pose.
Yeah.
well, so you got the space station up here, and then we cut to she's in the locker room, and there's some like slobby alien guy that just handed out her new uniform to her.
Eat your heart out, Windsor McKay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go bitch slap Windsor McKay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put that line in there.
I got your Renzo McKay righty. Righty.
So now you're gonna have a private joke in Kit Carter that only people that have seen the show will get.
That's right. Well, the only people that are going to see this page until it gets printed are the people watching this show right now. So there you go. It's not even done yet, but you know the figure work is there. So
Very nice.
there you go. There's Kit looking at her new uniform.
Excellent.
She says it kind of looks like the old uniform. Anyway, there you go. And there's my scribble pad, which will be going up for auction. I got like 5 of them down here the next time we do an auction. And if they don't go, I'm just going to throw them away. So
Whatever Aaron's got lying around that he happened to scribble on,
That's
is
right.
going up for auction.
I've
And
got
one man's
my,
trash
I got
is
my-
another man's trash that he paid for.
That's right. I've got dinner napkins with drawings on them. You know, those will be up for sale as well. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, we don't need to see me like this. Let's look at all of us. All right. So we are going to
In
attempt
trouble.
to draw a picture using only a brush and ink. There's no underdrawing, no pencil underdrawing. We're just going to go for it. David, what are you thinking about drawing today?
I'm gonna just treat it like it's a study. So I'm gonna just do a whole bunch of things on a page. So it's not gonna be definitive.
Oh, so you can just at the end, so you can say if it doesn't look good, you can say it's just a study, man. I didn't want to do anything finished.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
only
yeah.
a sketch unless it's good.
That's right.
Okay.
So he's learned from you, Aaron, to mention the disclaimers before he starts.
Yeah, but then even after I say it, I always bring the heat, Gary. So let's not forget that. Kelsey, what have you got? What do you think?
You just bring the sheet.
Yeah. I got a bad case of the sweats. That's what I got, Aaron. I don't know what. Even though I got a whole box of colors here, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I was thinking about like why not make it even harder and do a lady, nice, beautiful young lady without penciling, just going straight to ink. Maybe a space lady.
Maybe a
Maybe a certain space lady. I don't know. Well,
okay. All right.
like I said, it's only a sketch unless it's good. So we'll see if.
I'm going to do an ink bottle that's spilled across the table. So, can't go wrong with that. Fox Molder for $10. Thank you, Fox. Appreciate that very, very much. She said, I'd definitely like to get 4 prints from David. There were so many to pick from. Is there a listing somewhere? Otherwise, I guess I'll take 4 Batman prints, please. Well, Fox, you can always go back and rewatch the beginning of this video over and over again as you decide
That's right.
what you want to get. because there was some good stuff in there.
Yeah, Fox, you should know by now that David is not that organized to actually publish a list.
I can't even imagine what that would be like. You guys, so if I use this brush pen, does that count, or do I have to use the ink in the bottle?
What part of that word is forbidden on today's show?
Oh, pen? So I have to go, okay, all right. No, hey.
You can do it, Aaron. I've seen you.
I've just got to lower the table, that's all.
And our expectations.
If you had high expectations to begin with, you've already lost.
You see, I'm already going against what I was vowing at the beginning of the show.
I know, right? You had to light them up already. Double barrel shotgun. Jeez.
Yeah,
Well,
chat. Keep on top of that for me, please.
What are you guys using as ink?
Whatever we want. No, just kidding.
Using as a what?
Wow, that's so helpful to the audience.
No, I'm using.
They want to know what you're.
I know.
Using.
I'm using black Star Dr. Martin's matte ink. See?
Oh.
Showing it to the camera.
And I get 0 royalties for them using my name.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
You're
go
not
ahead.
the doctor?
Kelsey, you're using Dr. Martin's, or what are you doing?
Yeah, just because I have a bunch of it and I got to get rid of it somehow, so I might as well use it.
Start throwing it around, and
Yeah, so I'm not going to start straight to black. I'm going to do a little cheating.
No.
Yeah,
wait.
Oh, okay. I got you.
we're going to go like a very, very super light teal as a base coat.
No, wait a minute. No, hang on. That
As a
is
guide,
cheating.
if you will.
That's your underdrawing.
That is cheating. You're using that as an underdrawing. That is cheating.
No, but
Yeah.
it might be like a level of shadowing is kind of what I was thinking of.
Okay.
Not
A level
necessarily
of shadowing.
Yeah. Just, to give it a three-dimensionality.
I'm going to use Speedball Super Black.
Whoa.
Isn't that David's nickname, Super
Yeah,
Black?
I think it was, right?
That's what my wife calls me.
Wow, I already got ink on my finger. Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh, the tragedy. I'm hoping to have lots of ink on my fingers by the end
Well,
of this.
before I even start, all right. Hey,
Have you guys ever committed the worst case scenario with ink like I did, where I knocked a fresh bottle of ink over onto the carpet floor?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna talk about it right now.
I have knocked it all over a
A
piece of
whole
artwork.
bottle of ink on the carpet.
And on the hardwood floor, and all over.
Yeah,
me.
it soaks through. It's like that, like molecular acid that just soaks through everything.
I don't know what to do. I'm scared. I'm just gonna go for it.
Just go for it. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a little challenging on myself. I'm not gonna do just a straight underdrawing. I'm thinking if I'm gonna do color, and it's gonna be ink, then I'm gonna try kind of a technique that I've seen, and it could fail horribly. But when you see like those old 4-color prints or whatever from like 60s ads and stuff, where a figure will be laid out in just like one tone. Then there'll be like a background bit that's just one tone. And then, some details are cut in with smaller, darker inks, So I'm going to try that without pre-drawing anything. So we'll
Well,
see.
if you look at, I'm in the middle of a Frazetta recreation right now. You look at a lot of Frazetta's work, he uses very different tonal values in ink. And so I'm wondering if he does that he kind of lays down some, foundation lines with light gray and then builds from there.
Well, I was kind of hoping that our friends in the chat would pick painting, because then you could actually sort of lay down a color and sort of paint over the top, and I was kind of actually looking forward to that challenge. But as David says, doesn't mean we won't revisit this again.
I guess this doesn't count. This is a pen, right?
It's a pen. It doesn't count.
Geek Avengers, don't you guys have those plastic travel guards? Yeah, I do. I learned my lesson, and now I'm I'm well protected. That if of course
Wait a
that
minute,
ever
plastic
happens
what?
again. You know those plastic floor guards that you put your office chair on so you could roll around on a carpet.
Yeah, that's what I'm on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got one of those. Yeah. What are you saying?
Put it on fire.
No, but it has this. I have these tiles, these like wood tiles, and then it has a sticky bottom on the bottom, so it doesn't slip around.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Well, no. You know those see-through those plastic mats.
You
Because
have
they
to
stick
change
to the
them more
floor.
often.
It wasn't even that kind of movie. But no, when I peel it up to like move it to another part of the room, it peels up all the tiles with it. So.
Interesting. Headless Bourgeoisie says, remember Keith Giffen's trencher was done with ink straight to paper, no pencils, other layouts? I was not aware of that. Have you guys heard of that?
I mean,
Yeah, I
it's
did.
rough, but you know,
Was it any good?
I loved it.
Interesting.
Giffen's a beast, man, but
It was very.
it's an acquired taste. I'll say that.
Yeah, no, Keith was a master at cutting corners.
Man, I was waiting for like a super compliment.
We will not elaborate on that.
Keith was a master at hacking.
Yeah.
Well, that was early on. Everybody knows the stories of him like cribbing some different kinds of artists for stuff, but he really kind of came into his own and had his own voice, right? He didn't do that his entire career.
No.
Or did he?
No, well, I remember early Keith Giffen when he started working for Marvel, and then he took a several-year break and then started up again at DC. But when he was working at Marvel, he was doing Kirby. I mean, it was just straight up Kirby. And then when he started again at DC, he was doing his own style. And there were like 3 or 4 other styles to emerge from that. But he definitely kept growing.
Yeah, I was always a fan of his writing because I read Lobo and even some of the it wasn't Justice League. Heckler, I loved Heckler and
Bug.
Ambush Bug. Yeah. There was just all kind of. I loved his like quirky sense of humor that he always built into his stuff.
Yeah. Headless continues. He said if he screwed up, he just put down more ink until it worked.
That's
what
I had an art teacher that was doing a pen and ink demonstration and was just inking with a crow quill without any under penciling. And she did that. She says, well, if you make a mistake, and she poured ink on the paper on the drawing and then worked it into the drawing.
That's pretty. I mean, you gotta be fairly confident in what you're doing to pull that stuff off.
Well, like Kim Jong-gi, I mean, he just kind of casually grabbed a brush and he was talking and laughing and just kind of drew masterpieces out of nothing, out of thin air.
You know what
I'm talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Is the more even stuff as complicated as that, the more you do it and you're more accustomed, and you sort of get a what do you want to call it, a rhythm or an approach that you're comfortable with. You may be drawing different things, but you're using that same approach that you've become accustomed to, and it becomes easier.
Right.
Where we don't do that. So every time we get one of these challenges, we're like, oh no, here we go.
Yeah.
No clue what I'm going to do.
So you're saying at some point we're going to know what we're doing?
I know. I didn't say that. Let's not get carried away. Well, I think you have an advantage on this show because you try a lot of stuff. I mean, you fail a lot, but you do try a lot of stuff. And So
Well, I just give myself permission to fail. Really, I mean that's because I just grab another sheet of paper and try something else. Try again. I don't know why people are so afraid of it.
I don't know either because I actually am jealous of your how should we call it, free hippie spirit towards art.
You gotta throw in
You
hippie,
damn hippie.
Well, oddly enough, I mean, I used to be very controlled, but then, little by little, you get personalities that come in and out of your life that kind of show you these things. And I one of the guys was Andrew Robinson. When I visited Jolly Roger Studio with all those guys over there, Tony Harris and Drew Geracia and whatnot. But Andrew was there doing his Starman covers, and he was doing an underpainting in charcoal, and then he asked Tony if he can borrow his watercolors. I think I might have told this story before.
Sounds familiar, but tell it again. It's always exciting.
Yeah. Well, he took and Tony was like, you can't do watercolor, you can't do water-based paints over charcoal. It's just not a thing.
Oh yeah,
it just doesn't work. One, he's like, well, I'll just try it anyway. And as the day went on, he just kind of kept working on it. And eventually we came to him later and he had this like full cover. Oh, and in the meantime, Tony came up to me and was like, man, he's always like borrowing my paints. I wish he would like get his own paints. He's just kind of grumbling as Tony would. And he, we went later and he created this like masterpiece out of the thing. And we were all amazed. Like, well, it's like he didn't know he couldn't do it. So he just did it anyway.
Yep.
And Tony later was like, hey, man, you can borrow my paints anytime.
Well, isn't it funny how often you talk? And I've told this story before about that guy I know that I can't think of his name of. You know that guy. He's really
Bibbly Bob.
Doggone, I got to go grab the book because I can't think of his name now.
Frazetta.
Bernie Wrightson.
Yeah, Jack Kirby.
Paul Bonner.
It's only a handful of people, if it's you, that we can think of.
No. I am my tastes are much wider than you give me credit for.
Oh, okay.
You guys know Paul Bonner's work?
I think so. Remind.
He does. He did a lot of the card art and stuff for that Magic stuff. That when they were up in Seattle.
I know the work. This is awful.
All like trolls and gargoyles and that type of thing.
FYI, Aaron, Kelsey's starting over.
Exactly what I expected him to do.
Evil laugh.
Doing proportions is so hard, and I'm like, what is this? It looks like the alien at the end of what that Spielberg movie, Close Encounters.
Kelsey.
Well, yeah. The long limbs.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that stuff. Yeah, man.
Anyway, he saw all these oil paintings and thought, but he didn't have access to oil paintings. He didn't know what they were. All he had was watercolors. So he taught himself to paint with watercolors, making them look like oil colors. And that's what he does now. It's remarkable. I've seen his originals because I was at the Spectrum show in Kansas City a couple times when he was there. And it's just freaking unbelievable. You look at them, you still think they're oils. You get right up on them. It's like he just uses them right out of the tube,
But does he do an underdrawing?
I'm guessing yes. No, of course he does. Because I bought some of them. Because I couldn't afford the paintings.
That Vespa guy is asking, did David ever work on the Gargoyles comic books? I saw that they are re-releasing them all in a 4-volume set. I don't think so. I don't think he did.
Worked on the cartoon though, right?
Was that a question for me?
Yeah,
we're answering for you
No.
because you never answer. So
I did not have anything to do with Gargoyles. I like the cartoon, but I had nothing to do with it.
Oh man, you would have been perfect for like designing that. I would have loved to seen your take on that stuff. That'd have been great.
Yeah. That was a
He
fun
was.
show.
They went to his desk and he was like too busy drawing Batman sketches. And they're like,
Yeah.
Hardball was like, I'm gonna do this Batman thing. Like, okay.
There's a sign on his desk that says, "If it ain't Batman, don't bother."
Yeah, that's right. Don't
that's right.
bother knocking. Right.
Have you guys ever
Batman ain't knocking. Don't come and knock, or whatever.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Have you guys ever seen that Japanese type performance type art where this guy draws like with a water pen? It's just a pen with water in it, and so you can't see what he's doing. And then he just takes ink and dumps it on the water, and the water grabs the ink and fills the page with all the lines, and so it looks like the image is appearing from like from nowhere onto the page, but it's you can't see it because of the camera.
So like a river, the ink goes
Yes,
the water, then it
exactly.
just follows the trail.
And it's usually like a complicated image. It's not just some cartoony thing. It's usually a complicated image. So the image just within a couple of seconds, and I think he takes an eyedropper and just drops little bits of ink on it until the whole image is filled in with ink. And it only takes a couple seconds for that to happen, but it obviously takes longer for him to draw it. It's really cool. I actually bought some of those water pens, but I've yet to do that because it's really it's like a video type of thing. So I would consider it more performance art.
That is
courage.
It's like to me, it's like who thought of that?
I don't know, but you would have to memorize the image in your head because you can't see it. There's no underdrawing. It's almost like drawing with invisible ink when you're drawing with water.
That was like a Billy Tucci ding. Perfect.
Yeah, I do that sometimes when I'm trying to get certain effects, or even just do like a smooth like gradation, and I'll kind of lean over so I can see the glare of the light on the wetness of it, and you can see it that way. So he might be like seeing what he's drawing with just the glare on the water.
Right. If he has the lighting set up right, that doesn't mean the camera or the people can
that's
see it.
true. Yeah, the camera may not pick that up, but he might be able to see what he's doing.
Yeah, but also, I mean, just how do you keep the water the right wetness so that when you finally do it, I mean, is he moving quickly with the water? Is he creating?
Yeah. It looks like he's just drawing. But you can't see what he's doing.
Right. Yeah. You were amazing.
Yeah. Vespa guy, there are no dumb questions.
Except for that one.
Yeah, that was but thank you. Did you guys, have you guys seen this is like totally switching gears here, but did you guys ever see Baby Driver?
Yeah.
I'm curious. I just finally watched that. I did a review on it on my show last week, but I'm kind of curious what your guys' impressions of that movie were. Because that guy was going to do the first Ant-Man film, and then they had some issues or something.
Edgar Wright, right?
Yeah, Edgar Wright. Yeah, Edgar Wright.
I'm a big fan of his. I love his movies, but I really like him. Did we lose somebody? We lost Gary.
Well, that can't really complain about that.
Damn, how do you really feel?
Hidden Hand Media says it couldn't make it through the whole movie. Really?
Yeah.
So, give me your impressions.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, you would. I'm just kidding.
Okay, David, why? I mean, what?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just had it had a decent story, and people doing. He got like Jamie Foxx to act out of character, what he would typically do, and this kind of unconventional hero type character which is, he's doing something bad, then he comes out of that situation to clean up his life and all this kind of stuff, and is willing to take the heat, when all was said and done, stuff like that, and went to jail for, I just thought it was pretty
I
good.
can see that.
It was unique in that sense. And I thought some of the directing was just, energetic and fun. And I liked what he did on Scott Pilgrim too. That was really
Yeah,
good.
I really enjoyed that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like all his stuff where he works with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, right?
Yeah,
Like that-
yeah.
that-
Shaun of the Dead and all that stuff.
yeah,
Those are great. Mhm.
brilliant movies. But and then Scott Pilgrim was absolutely fantastic. But Baby Driver, I don't know, it left me wanting, but it was so neat how he integrated music into the whole thing. I got a lot of positive to say about it, but I just wanted more somehow.
There's something interesting about that, what you say there, because I remember I was watching it and I was kind of like, not in the same way that I was watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but I was still kind of not really sure where it was going or what the whole point of it was, but it was interesting enough for me to keep watching it. And then near the end, when they pull off the job and then the chaos that ensues after that, that's when
crazy.
that movie just lit up at that point for me. I was like, this is insane.
Yeah, it gets really fun.
And so
John Hamm going ham.
yeah, that was,
See, and that's another thing. You got him acting out of type,
Right.
And I thought it was pretty cool.
Because he's usually pretty super chill. Yeah.
Yeah, and kind of rough and rugged type of guy that you don't just see him as that person. And I was just like, wow, that was pretty good. I'm kind of glad he didn't do Ant-Man. I wish,
Yeah.
they're not worthy of that kind of talent.
well, it kind of makes you think that would have been a pretty creative film.
Oh,
if you'd
yeah.
done it,
Of course it would, but they're not worthy, like I said. I wish Warner Brothers was smart enough and say, "Oh, you lost, Ant-Man. Come over here and do the Atom, and do it however you want."
Well, they might be now that what's his name? James Gunn. Is that his name?
No, James Gunn is destroying all of this. This is going to be hot.
Yeah. But I mean, if anybody would like extend that courtesy to Edgar Wright, it would be somebody like him, an underground filmmaker. So I don't know. But Edgar Wright's probably like, ain't doing that no more. Moving on.
Yep. That's right.
So we'll give thumbs up all the way around for Baby Driver then.
Yeah.
A little stronger than Kelsey.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've seen way worse. No. I'm just kidding. I did enjoy it. Not my favorite of his flicks, but well made, well done.
So is that a compliment for you? Well, it's not the worst movie I've ever seen.
I am a bit of a movie snob with a very peculiar taste in movies. So yeah, that's actually high praise. I like trash movies too. Like that's my favorite. Like Commando and like those kinds of movies are like the greatest movies ever made.
The death toll on Commando is unbelievable.
Yeah, Predator, absolute. To me, that's
I
like
love Predator.
One of the greatest motion pictures ever made. Forget like what is it? Citizen Kane? Give me a break. Predator, man, all the way. John McTiernan, man.
Yeah.
God save John McTiernan. Need to get that guy back in chair.
Okay, but McTiernan, look out.
Running Man was on late night a couple nights ago, and
love it.
I love it.
I was just like, oh man, this movie is so bad. But
I know. It's great, though.
Change the channel. I was like in the middle of it, and I ended up watching the whole thing, criticizing all the way through.
What's his name?
It's still entertaining.
Yeah, but when Arnold says, "I'll be back," and Richard Dawson says, "Only in reruns," then it's like you can't leave at that point. You're like, oh, this is too good.
Yeah, Richard Dawson, kicking butt, man. He played such a great villain. Who would have thought?
Apparently, he's just he was really like that. He was just playing
Well,
himself.
his
No,
family
seriously,
feud persona.
he was known for, being kind of a, what.
I don't know what.
What? Spit it out.
You guys
Man.
sounded
Hey, Gary.
sincere.
Maybe a little. I'm just curious what that means.
Yeah, okay, changing the subject. The chat.
He was in Hogan's Heroes.
Yeah. The chat recommended, help me out, someone specifically in the chat. I don't remember who, and I want to thank you. King's Art brushes, and mine from Amazon just came. And
Ooh.
they're not bad at all. They really aren't.
No,
For this size, I think this is like a number 6. I also got a number 10, and I got them for filling in blacks. And
well, how can you
if
tell?
these
much-
were or sable, they would cost like $30 because for the size. This only cost like around 12 or 15.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
you didn't get any for serious inking, just for filling in black.
Well, that's the vetting process.
Oh. Well, how do you?
How
tell
are they for filling in blacks? And then if it passes that test, then I'll go on to doing some line work.
All right, if you say so.
Holy crap. I just saw what David was doing. Damn it. Never look. Never look. Look at that, man. Don't look, Aaron.
I'm not going to, because I know that there's cheating involved, and they'll discourage me.
Queen Mickey in the chat, she's the one that voted for charcoal. Anybody would
That wasn't even a choice.
That wasn't even a choice.
Well, she was suggested. Would anyone actually want to draw in charcoal?
I'd have to go out to my grill.
I'd have to go
and
get
some charcoal. Yeah.
That's right, Kelsey. Like, they don't have charcoal at the dime store, so he has to go into his grill and pull out charcoal out of it.
Yeah, I'll have to actually burn some wood to get some
Charcoal? Mickey, do you draw in charcoal? I mean, it's hard. It really is.
Well, don't they do white charcoal over that too, so you can create levels of?
You're always about the white. It's like,
Well,
give me some white.
Damn.
that's what the territory.
Your racism is showing.
Well, no, you can get because it's not. I used to think charcoal is just you're controlling grayscale, which I think you are for the most part, just with the black chalk. But then I've seen people use white over that too, right, for an effect, especially if they do it on a canson paper or some kind of colored paper.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Paper
think
of
of
color.
pastels.
Early on when I was a kid, that's how I was learning how to draw, is with charcoal, because the artist that I was watching was Tom Hatton of the Family Film Festival, and he would take he would do these squiggles that the kids would send in, and he was redrawing these squiggles as like the Fleischer Superman or Popeye or whatever, and he would do it in charcoal, and I was just like, I gotta have that, and my grandmother got me charcoal, and I was just doing drawings with that for the longest, because I thought that's what all drawings were. It was all charcoal, stuff like that. So glad that I got out of that.
I've never messed with it ever.
Hidden Hand Media, Gary Martin, I got the Nexus Origin you recommended. Best comic I've read in a long time.
Oh, dude, far out.
Yeah, it is. That is a good comic. It is.
Yeah.
No wonder.
One of my faves.
Who's winning?
Me.
Competition.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
I always forget.
The chat.
yeah.
There you go.
You can tell they're just thrilled.
And see, Marcus is here.
Everybody comes on here and they're
Nikki's
like,
here.
"We're the winners
Peggy.
today."
Yeah.
Well, that's what we tell ourselves anyway.
Gary's winning. There you go.
Yeah.
That goes without saying.
No, Gary's being punished by now by watching this ink. He's like,
Oh
Well,
my gosh.
when has Gary though ever inked anything without anything underneath it?
Hey, Richie. And
Have you
That's
ever?
true. I've never done this, and I don't think I ever will.
No, I don't think he's in a position to be,
No.
it's like,
lording over us in any way.
Hey,
Lord,
he who is
is that what
without
I'm
ink.
doing? Am I lording?
Yeah, Lord, you're impressed with your inking
You
prowess.
swine.
You're like looking down your nose at us right now and go, look at Aaron's using that brush like a 5-year-old.
I
Reminds
thought
me
it
of
was ink.
the
Brushing
mole
ink.
man in those old Marvel cartoons where he would insult his minions. You know, so
Colored ink.
Mindless,
Colored
mindless
ink. Man, somebody thought ahead. Colored ink.
Kelsey's always looking for an
Uh-huh.
angle.
Colored.
Surprise them. I'll school them a bit.
Who you calling colored?
David.
Oh, you're calling David colored?
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm giving you the mom look as well, but you can't see it.
Oh,
You know.
gotcha.
You probably
dreaded
feel
mom
it
look.
though in my voice.
Yeah.
All right, I just thought I'd come and announce that I'm gonna take a nap
All right, well,
because it's what I do
may the force be with you always.
always.
Quit bragging. You have to
I
take a nap.
know.
And she's like, I'm gonna go eat and then take a nap. And we're all like starving and so tired.
No,
And
no
it's like,
eating.
only 2 more hours to go. We enjoy every second of it, though, folks. Don't get
Yeah.
don't get the wrong idea.
Yeah, I'm going to be hanging out after this show. Immediately after that, hanging out with, which is, it seems like he's changed his name. Now it's Diabolical Souls Studio.
What was it before?
Desolate Souls, right?
No, it was Diabolical Sabotage, wasn't it?
What?
what? Say that
Yeah, they're
again.
not up on their Looney Tunes, huh?
I know it's sad. Yeah, that's so Bugs Bunny. Diabolical Sabotage. Oh, I
So
try.
Wizard
Shelley,
Sleep
can you
says,
explain?
wow. Do what?
Shelley, can you explain why Aaron is being more articulate than usual?
Well,
Am I? I hadn't
Yeah.
noticed.
Well, you're
Is he
reading
on
all
the
the chat names correctly, and you're,
Oh,
he's enunciating. I don't
Yep.
know. Did you sleep last night?
yeah, I took my vitamin C this morning.
Wow, it's a big day.
all right.
Well, maybe he's just celebrating because he didn't have to drag my sorry butt to another appointment. I drove myself for the first time since
Whoa.
July. Pitiful.
Right.
Although I remembered how to drive, it was nice.
Well, and you also think of the mileage and wear and tear that's not going on your
Oh
car.
my gosh, my car is a 2016, and I have 28,000, like 400 miles on it.
Not a lot
Yep.
of driving.
I have no life.
Kelsey's like going, car.
What? Hey, Jimmy. Yep. I think
I'm
that's the
still
first
riding a
car-
horse.
What am I? I'm only 35, but the first car I've actually ever paid off all by myself. Shelly's here to start the party. Yeah, my party is pain pill and a nap. So
That is kind of a
I
party.
am really here for the party.
Aaron, you might have a beef with Jimmy Owens. He says, "I hear my Shelley."
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know,
Whoa.
he's
wait.
accepted the fact.
Yeah.
Jimmy's like the part of the family. Dead silence.
Well, I was waiting for your follow up, but you just kind of left. it there, huh?
I'm not. I don't know. You've stolen my. I don't know.
What, your will to live? I mean, what are you getting at?
Well, that was my next one. Yeah, Mickey, it's a new car. I know. I'm like, how's see? So it's 2016. So it's it'll be 8 years coming up. 28,000 miles. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It'll last forever at that
I need a
rate.
life.
We're going to be that old couple, and then we're finally going to go, we should probably sell that car. And then people will come in our garage, and it's just like this pristine car that's 40 years old because they never drove it.
With all my pillows on the seat. So since I've shrunk, I can't see over the steering wheel.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
That's usually where I get my cars. I haunt the will readings and stuff, you know.
Oh my gosh. It's time to go shopping. Get the obituaries.
Yeah, the obituaries. Yeah. Good cheap
Oh my
vehicles.
gosh.
Barely used.
As long as they don't kick the bucket while they're still in the vehicle.
It's a little
Yeah.
bit on the nasty side for sure.
Ugh.
We had neighbors when we lived in Hillsborough. They were like really old, and he had I want to say it was a
Wow.
63 Falcon.
Yeah.
Thing was beautiful condition.
Barely ever out of the garage.
My dad was like, I want to get that car. And then the guy was, and then of course my dad talks to him for hour and a half, comes back, he wants too much money. You know, and the guy probably just wanted something reasonable. It's like my dad's like, I want it for $200. Okay.
I'll see what I got in my pocket. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. My brush is splitting. This is a piece of crap. Suck her out.
I don't.
That
No,
laugh,
but-
Kelsey. He's like,
No.
Yeah, well, I don't mind saying mine is terrible. So
Yeah,
I'll take what I can get.
Oh, dude, I spent good money on mine. You got it,
Dollar Tree.
the Dollar Tree. So it's like,
Well, be careful this time, Lopez. A couple days ago, we spilled an entire jar of ink water.
that was right
Studio.
before the show.
Right. It was last week.
So I guess it's time to do it during the show now.
Yeah.
Let's try not to, though.
It's crazy.
So,
This
Kelsey, you got
sucks.
any must-see movies that I should watch? I'm kind of getting back into the.
Floating Weeds by Yasujiro Ozu.
Okay, I'm not going to ask you any more questions.
We got to finish. You got to catch up with Reacher.
I know we've been watching Reacher,
it's great.
Oh, never heard
and
of it.
he like kicks people's heads in. It's really fun.
That movie, that show is. It's the Captain America movie you wish you had.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
Why
saw
didn't
most of
you
the
do
first.
They don't have to advertise. That could be the slogan. He kicks people's heads in.
Well,
I know that guy's a big Christian though. He's on YouTube, like doing
Yeah,
Bible
I
verses.
I watched something today. I think it was on Instagram, and he was out going out, like taking his wife out for date night, and they were all dressed up, and they witnessed somebody breaking into a car.
Oh
Well,
my
he said
god!
his
Yeah.
wife noticed it. He didn't.
Yeah,
even
and
notice
then
it.
and then she was like, "Don't do it." Went all Reacher on him,
Yeah.
chased him for like 4 blocks or something.
Did he really?
Beat the
Yeah.
crap out of him and then called the police.
Yeah. You can't. It's always going to
That's
be Reacher.
crazy. He's
Well,
kind of
when
like
you-
old school action man.
Yeah, exactly. Like those guys. Like you never thought you thought Clint Eastwood. I'm never messing with. You know what I mean? Because he came off
Right.
that way, and in real life, and I think that Reacher
Feeling
guy.
lucky, punk.
Yeah, that Reacher guy is a little. I mean, he's huge.
Well, that's when J-Bot Art says big Christian, literally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Big. Big. I think he put on like 30 pounds for the second season.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
he
he's
was
like
big enough. Good lord.
Ginormous. Yeah.
Well, didn't
I
Gerard-
did the same thing, but not for a role. Ba-dum-bum.
You did it because of the roles.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
didn't Gerard Butler like be in some was in some movie where he was supposed to be like a pastor with a machine gun, and he was in Africa protecting
Oh,
tribes or villages.
yeah. What was
from-
that?
Do you remember that?
Shot-
It was like
Shotgun preacher or
shotgun
something?
pastor. Yeah, machine
Oh,
gun
yeah, yeah.
preacher or something like that.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I never saw that, but yeah, I remember hearing about it.
You're thinking that Kelsey, that's a movie made for me.
Well, no, I watched Shotgun Hobo. That was definitely up my alley. Hobo with a shotgun. That's what it
Was
was.
that with Rutger?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing when Tom Cruise played Reacher in that movie.
It's
Oh,
like
that
People
was
were
good.
so upset
I
because
enjoyed
he's
that.
way too tiny.
yeah, he's like
I read the books
midget
too.
reacher.
Yeah.
Midget reacher.
Midget
Yeah,
Reacher.
he's a little dude.
But I kind of like that because he got in situations where you didn't think he was going to make it out of, because he wasn't a monster. I mean, this guy,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, all right, how bad is he going to hurt these people?
Well,
It's
that's
not
what
a
you
question.
were watching for,
I mean,
though,
but
right?
us purists that read the book could only be disappointed.
Right, I heard that this is pretty much what he looks like in the book. Right, he's
Yeah,
gigantic.
he's a
right?
huge guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a huge guy.
That I can remember anyway.
Kind of like Doc Savage.
Yeah.
I like
Oh,
that.
he would be a great Doc Savage.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise?
No,
Oh.
the guy playing Reacher, the big Christian.
Yeah, they triple XL Reacher. Yeah.
I know. I'm not sure he
I know.
appreciates it.
I was getting a little lazy there.
Oh, my.
All right. This
Well, I meant
is
like 3XL. You know,
Yeah, I know what you meant.
the
I
L.
I think I know what you
The
meant.
Don't try
L
to
was
fix it now.
delayed.
Aaron. Don't you have videos you need to be showing?
No, I'm
I think
moving
you
along.
made promises.
No, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm gonna.
Like Gary's feeling really left out. He needs his.
Well, that's all
videos
right.
played.
I can disturb Aaron right now. Aaron, would you show my screen?
Oh, Lord. I'm inking.
Let's see.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than like I'd be inking
I
like a page
jest.
or something.
I
Let me get
just
it.
you have
Oh,
a,
we have a super
a super
chat.
chat.
No.
Booyah! Super chat, $20.
The Vespa guy for
Booyah.
$20 says, have you guys ever looked into Amazon affiliate link program? I think people would buy the supplies you use and you get a kickback. I buy my daughter things that you've recommended and I'd love to support the channel. Well, you do a
Yes.
great job supporting the channel, by the way, Vespa.
Yes,
guy.
you
We
do.
appreciate it.
We do actually have one. And then when you try to be an affiliate with Dick Blick as well,
So what?
they won't let you do both. Dick Blick.
Oh.
So they have some beef with Amazon. But yeah, in fact, I think we were going to just do my name for the Amazon one or something and yours for.
Yeah, we have big plans that just never
Oh,
quite
we have
get to
so many ideas you just wouldn't
fruition.
believe. I had a great idea today.
Save it for Sunday.
But I'm going to save it for Sunday.
Thank you.
I have solved the entire industry's problem. Just
What?
today. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a teaser for
Uh-huh.
Aaron
And
Live
you-
on Sunday.
Can find out what it is on
Oh,
Sunday. Okay,
be
Gary, what
all
did you want to
ears.
show?
No, I was just trying to make Aaron
Oh.
nervous.
I just put you on there. Just go, hi. Hi. I'm Gary.
Are you sure you're using ink, Kelsey?
Who, me?
Yes.
Yeah, it's all ink.
Um,
And can't you tell by how terrible it's coming out?
well, I guess. Yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
Avenger says that means you have to show up, Shelly.
Yeah, that's right.
Why was this? Oh, this last Sunday was really bad because we'd spent. Was it Saturday we went and saw the kids?
Yes. Our
And I
grandbaby for the first
held
time.
my grandson for hours.
Oh,
But he likes to be moving, right? So I was on my feet.
that new baby smell.
Oh my gosh. And
That
this
bad, huh?
upper lip, you just want to,
that bad, huh?
oh no, it's just in this upper lip, you just want to kiss his little face off. But, it's their first one. So they are, okay. So when you come in, you got to wash your hands. And then on the way there, he said, could you guys stop at the store for me and pick up some hand sanitizer? So he's got like 5 bottles of hand sanitizer all over.
Yeah.
No, this is the time where they need to expose that baby to everything.
Oh, well,
Build up that
our first
immunity.
one with Josh, he'd drop his pacifier or whatever, and we go wash it. And by the time we had Sammy, we're like, yeah, just lick it off. It'll be fine. And put it back.
Make him walk on broken glass. He'll be a man before you know it.
So we figure, by the time that the 3rd or 4th one rolls around, maybe they'll be, at least that's their plan. Although
I
I
could
don't know.
see a neighbor calling the police on you. There's a woman next door kissing a baby's face off.
When their kids are running around, stop it, Nana. No, he's just, he has this upper lip that just kind of pokes out a little bit, and you're just like, oh, so cute.
It's like, I can fix that for you.
Like,
Fight it off.
still, right? Like, he's just looking at you like, your face is
Shelley,
ginormous.
could you read Jack Elmy's chat, please?
If I were a first-time viewer, I'd be wondering which one of the hairy armed artists the feminine voice belongs to. It was really funny. I don't think I have a feminine voice.
Well, more feminine than the rest of us.
Well,
I would
yeah.
hope.
Shelly will take the compliment wherever it comes.
Yes, I could use one. When I was teaching full-time, they ended up having to buy me a voice amplifier. Because through all my coaching and teaching aerobics for so long, I had such bad vocal damage that by Fridays, I sounded like a 12-pack a day smoker, I think. And so the HR guy calls and I answer it and he goes, okay, never mind. We'll be getting you that voice. So basically I had 2 microphones and of course, a big speaker.
The problem was she was teaching during the day and then doing Broadway at night. And it was
Oh,
like,
just so hard on my vocal cords. So yeah,
So I got to teach physics, then I'm in Chicago tonight. So it's like,
big group. Jimmy says, Aaron said you held. Yeah, I did. Held him for 6 of the 8 hours we
Yep,
were there.
that's about
Yeah.
right, yeah.
And he likes to move. So I was up walking around, and then I found myself even later just swaying back and forth like you do, without even having the baby in my hands. So my back was pretty thrashed by the end.
we're gonna rest her up so she can tell her joke on
Yeah.
be on Sunday. Then she'll go. Then she'll leave. So tell her joke, get a few laughs, and head out the door.
It's my job.
Our joke about saving our industry.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
That is pretty hilarious.
pretty inappropriate, but they just would have called me first.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So I was going to ask you, Kelsey, do you have any? I already did. You gave me that stupid.
King Kong versus Godzilla. Excellent flick.
I've seen that. I've seen. I'm not going to miss like a.
A friend of mine. See, this is another one you're not going to like, but a friend of mine gave me his Criterion collection. They do like a streaming service, and I'm watching Hanzo the Razor, which is by Shintaro Katsu, who was the Zatoichi. I don't know if you've ever seen Zatoichi. Do you even understand the words coming out of my mouth right now?
Somebody give me the translation. I don't get it.
So is this animated or is it live action?
No. It's an old samurai flick, and it is so intense and crazy. There's no way people would not lose their mind if this was public knowledge. This movie. It's very intense.
You're saying it's not, let's say, a woke.
Not for everybody.
Okay. All right. But here's a legitimate. Well, this isn't a question, I guess. But did you guys? Well, I guess it is a question. Have you guys? Have you guys seen the trailer for the new Avatar series on Netflix?
No.
Avatar, like the blue
I
people,
know it exists,
or the Airbender.
No, the Airbender.
Oh no,
No.
It actually looks pretty good. The whole cast is actually Asian, so they're treating it like it's based on pseudo American manga, but they,
I thought they were like Eskimos or something. They're Asian.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be a kind of a American manga, The guy, it's an American guy that does it, but it's obviously patterned after manga and the style and everything else. So I assume that if it was going to be adapted, that's the way they play it. And now M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong, he did not go that route, and it looked really kind of stupid, and
that movie was terrible.
Made, depending on who you talk to. But this looks like it's promising. We'll see, but you never know. I love that. I love that cartoon or animated show. I guess cartoon is insulting, isn't it?
I don't know.
Wouldn't you say animated show?
I don't know. Cartoon's fine. I guess the difference, would be if it was it's not a feature, right? So it is a show.
I'm not sure. It just said Netflix, so I assume it could be a movie.
Yeah, because that is a good point. Because did you see Arcane on Netflix?
No.
That's my recommendation. Arcane is a show on Netflix, and it is outstanding. And it is animated, I guess, with the computer, but it looks like a painting. It looks like a moving painting.
Yeah, what they're doing is it's like they're doing like a 3D, but it looks like 2D art in some aspects because it has a bit of line work, but it also has brush strokes within the artwork of the figures and stuff like that don't
really
move, and it works. It's amazing. And everything, like you could freeze frame anything in there, and it looks like you could frame it. It's so awesome.
And the character development, the storylines, it's one of the best pieces of media I've seen in the last several years. So
Really?
I love it. I haven't seen it again. I'm waiting to kind of give it some space so that I can give it a fresh pair of eyes again. But I was hooked from beginning to end. Watched the whole thing all the way through.
Well, any glowing review like that coming from you, it has to be some sort of manga, right?
No.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm hearing about this samurai with the blue eyes or whatever it is.
Yeah, Blue Eyed
David
Samurai. It's really good.
Yeah, everybody's seen
David
it.
tried to get me to watch that until he caved and said it was actually manga. So then I was
I
like,
never said
No,
that. I never said that.
No, it's also American or French or
Ooh,
Canadian or something like that.
You're getting a lot of people in the chat that have a beef with Netflix.
yeah, I've seen.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, just
over
in
the,
general.
the kiddie porn stuff or whatever they were doing.
There's something with passwords too,
Something with passwords?
like sharing.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. They're a pain in the butt, and I got rid of them and then got back on there because something came up. I can't remember what was. Oh, it was David Fincher's new film, the Killer, which is a lot of fun. It's a strange movie for.
Well,
I I enjoyed it. It really gets into the minutia of like how it would be to be an assassin like him. But anyway, I got back on there and I just picked the lowest rate, and there's commercials on there.
Yeah.
It's like what the
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm
it's like,
paying for the service,
and we're still getting commercials. Yeah, it's like we're escaping it. I remember when they first started showing commercials in movie theaters, I was so pissed. I'm like, wait a minute, what am I paying for?
Yep.
And now they just keep it going.
I thought my popcorn paid to not have commercials.
Yeah, exactly. What the heck?
Well, enjoy, guys.
I almost
Thanks for
got
stopping.
kicked out of the theater for talking during the commercials. I'm not joking.
You had people
That's
pissed at you for
crazy.
talking during the commercials? Is that what you
The
said?
lady next to me was, like got up and got the manager, and the manager came in, and it's like, "Are you serious? The movie hasn't even started yet."
Wow.
What did he say to you?
That I was talking during the commercial.
And you go, and I'm going to continue to talk during commercials if you don't mind, young lad.
No, the commercial was over by then, but it was. I found it.
So he interrupted you. He came to tell you after the movie had started that you were talking during the commercial.
Well, he was trying to be diplomatic because
Yeah.
he was, this woman actually left her seat, tracked him down, came back with him. And so I was more, disturbed by the woman sitting next to me than the manager.
I was in a film.
Should have just stared at her the whole time after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to see you in the parking lot later.
I saw you drive up. I know what car you came in.
See, catch me outside. That's right.
I was in a film appreciation class in college, and they showed Modern Times, which is a Charlie Chaplin film, a great film.
Yeah.
And but I was, 19 and a little bit obnoxious. I know it's probably hard to believe, but so me and my friend were sitting there, and we were kind of chatting it up during the movie. And this girl behind us goes, "Will you guys be quiet?" And we go, "I'm sorry, can you not hear the film? Are we disrupting your silent viewing?"
Oh, because it's a silent film, right?
Yeah. He just got pissed, and we were like, "Yeah, whatever." Silent movie.
I can't hear the movie.
She was waiting to hear that wah wah wah.
Blue Boy, I'm not going to read your insults, but I will read. I will read his comment. Shogun is a new samurai show coming out very soon.
It's an old samurai show that came out a long
It's
time
a
ago. too.
redo of the original Shogun TV show. It looks
with
incredible.
Richard
I agree.
Chamberlain?
I've seen the trailer.
Yeah,
It looks really
Chamberlain.
good. Looks really
That
good.
was such a great series. I may check out the new one. That's
Well, dude, that wasn't Shogun the first like miniseries that they put on television was Shogun,
was it the first?
and then it followed up with the
North and South.
Thornbirds,
Oh, Thornbirds, yeah.
and then that weird nuclear holocaust thing called The Day After.
Day After, yeah.
Aaron, you remember the Thornbirds?
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Rachel Ward. I watched every episode twice.
Wow, you do remember it.
Oh my gosh, she was smoking.
That's
I don't know
terrible.
why I like this, Dad.
I wasn't like I was 5.
gonna
I mean, I
watch
was
it.
like 12 or
Why?
It makes me feel all funny.
Yeah.
13.
Explain
Way down
this
in my
really?
wishbone.
Yeah. Then my dad would have gone, Faith, talk to your son.
Tuck it in and move on, kid.
Yeah, the best advice I ever got from my dad was, just don't get him pregnant. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate it.
Stop looking at her like that. You're gonna get her pregnant.
You know how much that costs? Oh.
Yeah, he's thinking about how much it's gonna cost him. That's gonna cost me a bundle.
Oh man, stories of my youth. But, oh, we only got 5 minutes left.
Are you serious?
No,
Man.
not really. Not
Not really. How long
we
is it
got
gonna
about-
take you to finish, Aaron?
We got about 45 minutes or so.
Show Gary. Show another video of Gary.
Yeah. Now.
I am busy.
All right.
It's an appropriate subject matter considering the topic.
All right, everybody, pay attention as Gary instructs you once again.
On how to waste Aaron's time.
Exactly. Here's a 2-minute presentation of Gary wasting my time. Okay, let's see what happens here. Oh, wait, is this the one I just showed?
Yes.
Wait a minute. We don't want to see that one. Okay. That was great, Gary. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
All right, here we go. This is stage 2 of the Hulk head,
Oh,
featuring our very own Gary Martin.
with
This
its new
part-
patented
this is-
technique, the
Hold on a
stranger.
second. This is part 6.
I don't have all of them.
Spoilers.
I know, right?
Oh, wait a minute. This is the wrong one.
Yeah, it's
There's another one on here. Hang on.
Yeah, there's
I just got 3 of them.
okay.
You should have 4. I sent them like in order.
Yeah, but I got confused, and now there's only 3.
Yeah, we've never heard those words uttered before. By Aaron.
I got confused.
Okay. Just a minute here. It's all fun and
Son
games
of a-
till someone loses.
technique.
Yeah, check out that
for,
double hand technique.
And I'm doing some. You'll see. I'll be doing different techniques with my brush.
See, I like that word.
Technique.
Yeah.
The brush. This is a watercolor brush. The brand is Raphael. It's number 8408, and
8408?
its counterpart is Winsor
Look
Newton
at how young he looks.
Series 7, and they're both
Graybeard.
they're expensive. They're around $20 each. They're not made for Indian ink. The ink is real toxic to them, so they don't last as long as if you were just using them for watercolor. But they get this needle point that the point is actually finer than any pen, and so you can get a line so tiny with that point that would be unreproducible in a comic book. It's too small for a comic book to reproduce that. So that's why I like a brush, because you can do this and you can do this with the same tool. I don't have to.
And you can do that.
Every young person watching this is going, that's how I want to do it with the
Mess
tiniest brush.
Have you ever knocked over
Millions of lines.
I actually have my art table has a drawer with the ink in the drawer. So if I knock it over in the drawer, it
so
doesn't.
you learned?
I've knocked over a full bottle of ink on a carpet.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
That was bad.
How did that?
And there it is.
I got
That must have been so traumatic.
Yeah, that's right.
14 years later, he's still talking
I'm
about it.
still, traumatized by it.
I prefer furniture over an original.
Wow, look at them
Yeah.
smooth line pulls, dude.
I think the worst thing that I've ever done is if I had
throws,
I had a
actually.
big
You're
block of
throwing,
ink
not
at my
pulling.
thumb and I didn't know, and I grabbed and just
That's
right on
there
the
are
face,
What do
throwers
you do? What do
and
you
pullers.
do when something like that happens?
cry.
Watch football all season long.
Watch
Oh,
football.
commercial.
Gary Martin. All right, so there you go.
Would you agree there, Gary? There's throwers and pullers.
Yep.
I know that sounds odd.
There's two kinds of people in this world, my friend.
You're either a thrower or a puller. Which are you?
Well, some people ink where they're just like, I guess, don't they? No, I throw out. Yeah, I'm a thrower.
Well, Wrightson was a thrower. Boland is a puller.
But Buscema, I think, was a puller. I think Buscema pulled toward him.
Did he really?
There's one video of him inking a Captain America, and I think he's like pulling it. He's like throwing brushstrokes like this. I have to pull that up. Aaron, get on that.
Mike DiCarlo, when he inks, I remember seeing him at DC, he inks from top to bottom. So he would rotate his page and ink vertically. All his lines would go from top to bottom. Never seen anybody else ink like that before, but it's like whatever whatever works.
Well, do you remember Jeff Matsuda?
Yeah.
I know David probably knows him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matsuda, wasn't he one of those guys that would start at like the top left-hand corner and then just draw across the page and just finish it as he goes, like a printer?
I'd never seen him draw personally.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard that from several people that he would just kind of start and then just complete the drawing as he went, just like a printer.
He's like the Terminator.
Makes the noise.
That could be a bit of a comic book urban legend, but I don't think he's the only one, too. I think there's a couple guys that do that. Oh, well, Travis did a little bit, too, right? Didn't he just...
Travis is
No, not really.
It's like, he spent an hour and a half on, an eyelid. So,
but hey, what an eyelid, man.
it's amazing.
I have a video of Travis drawing on my YouTube page.
Dude, Aaron.
What?
YouTube, quick.
Wait a minute.
Bring up dudes.
Isn't that the one, David, that's entitled Travis Has Balls?
Yeah.
Oh, so what you're saying is chase our audience away to someone else's channel to watch them draw because we're not good enough?
Well, if you
What do you
brought
say?
it up here, we can watch it here, Aaron.
I'm drawing. I don't know what you guys do, but I don't have time to watch videos. I'm too busy drawing with a brush and ink.
Is that what you call that?
Yeah, well, hey, speaking of that, did you guys see? I think it was on. It was either Instagram or Twitter. Some guy, some fine artist, set up these buckets of sand, and then like 10 of them, and then tipped them over, and that was his art.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And the people
Yeah.
were applauding, and you're just like, what a bunch of pretentious morons.
Emperor's New Clothes.
Oh my
I felt French right at that. I was like, ridiculous. This is not art.
That's pretty much what I put in the comments. I was like, this is ridiculous. Are you kidding me?
Everyone's out there starting fight on other
I was like,
programs.
Then I was like, no DMs. So
yeah, comments were closed, right?
yeah, exactly. This guy's an idiot, and if you like it, you're an idiot too. Comment closed.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty ridiculous. But I'll tell you what, I did have one experience with modern art that kind of blew me away, and it was a complete accident. I was at the Fort Worth Museum of Fine Art, I think, or Modern Art in Fort Worth, Texas. And I was going through and just kind of laughing at everything. It was like stupid, you know.
Were you laughing out loud to see if you could get yourself in trouble, or?
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't care. I was like, this is ridiculous. And
how old were you?
Probably like 25 or so.
Okay.
I probably like it more now. But there was a Remington museum like right next door. I wanted to go to that one. You know, I wanted to go see all the Remington paintings, not the modern art garbage.
Yep.
So anyway, there's on the wall in front of me as I was walking around the museums, there was this giant sign it was like lettering that was written in black ink, I guess, or paint on the wall, and perfect lettering. And it had a big dot, you know, for the period. And I kept walking closer to it, and the dot became like little dots. And I was like, oh, it's like stipple. So, and as it kept getting closer, it was all these little flies glued to the wall.
I mean, like actual flies?
I don't know if they were fake flies or real flies, but they were little flies glued to the wall in groups so that when you got far enough away, it made a complete black circle. But then, I was like, oh, well, that's kind of interesting. That's neat. So as I kept going around, I don't know what it meant. Probably meant nothing as far as I know. But it went around, and there was like this statue of this like skinned horse balancing on its one hoof, and it had like a ball, sort of like a circus act or something. And there was a little fly on his knee. And I was like, oh, this is like a motif running through the whole thing. And I leaned in and went like this, and it went, flew away. I was like,
Wow.
wow. Blew my
Good thing
mind.
you didn't put your finger on that big dot.
It would have
True
been like
story.
Egypt during the plagues, you know? Oh, gosh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I saw it on the knee. I was like, man, this is like a motif. Oh, whoa. Jeez, clean your crappy art museum. Jeez, I got flies in here.
Oh, my gosh. And on the horse of all things, too, you know?
Yeah. Oddly enough, not a horse fly, but close enough.
I was at the Museum of Modern Art in New York, and there was just a bunch of crap in there. But then,
typical.
And but there was one painting, like it was a wall-sized painting, it was huge, of these scientists standing in front of a painting of a bunch of cows, with a cow looking at the painting of the cows, and they were taking notes of it, like his reaction. And it was really, it was like an illustration. It wasn't, you know,
Sure, that wasn't a Gary Larson strip.
Yeah, it almost was like that.
Right? That sounds like a Far Side strip.
Yeah, it does. And but that was my favorite piece in the museum because it actually looked like something. I could tell what it was.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be ironic, I guess.
Well, yeah. As William Shatner said, irony can be pretty ironic sometimes.
Isn't it ironic?
Yeah. Irony. It's very ironic.
Irony. I don't get it.
There was another painting in there that was like, I kind of like those ones where you get up, like you said, with the flies. You get up really close and it's like all like decoupage or something, and it just looks like a mess. And you kept walking back, and it turns into this portrait of, you know, Che Guevara, or whatever that dude's name is, or
Oh yeah.
or whoever they're doing a portrait of, and I always think that's kind of cool. I mean, I give that a little credit, but dumping buckets over and yeah, not something that I want to pay money to see. They literally in that video had like guys with cameras, you know, they're like, oh, you know, taking pictures of this joke, and it's like, who wants to let these people know that they're all idiots? I mean, who's going to stand up and say it? And it was me. But if I had been there, honestly, if I had been there and witnessed that, I would have said something.
I think that we just need to see the end of the video as you're being escorted out of the building.
Yeah, chubby security guards.
It would be worth it.
Aaron, Henry Jeremek in the chat is dropping names here. Aaron's Man-Thing art style looks cool, possibly more Basima, Mayrick, Starlin than Plug Kane, in my opinion.
Whoa.
Well, we shall see when you get close up. What are you laughing?
So to your point about being snobbish.
Not an ounce of humility in this guy. I love it.
Well, I wasn't looking at it as a. I mean, he was just comparing styles, and so I was like going along with it or disagreeing with it. You know, it's not a matter of. Aaron's Man-Thing art style looks cool. Thank you. Possibly more Buscema Mayrick Starlin than Plug Kane, in my opinion. Only very nice. I didn't hear the very nice part. I thought you were just taking shots at me, Gary. So thank you, Henry. I'm not sure what it looks like.
So he had to read the whole thing over again just to get in the very nice part.
Well,
Gary ain't gonna read it. Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that, you know, it was the message was clearly being stated. Whereas you are like picking and choosing stuff to make it sound like
Aaron, I've been doing that from day one.
Let the record show. Yeah.
You finally caught me.
Oh man, okay. All right.
Listen to what this guy has to say.
Aaron's a dick.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm clipping that.
Yep.
Oh boy, here we go. Actually, you know, Kelsey, I like the videos you're doing, the short videos.
Yeah, they've been fun.
Well, not just of this show, but the one like the Punisher one I watched the other day.
Oh, on Instagram. Yeah, that was an old one from like 2 to 4 years ago. I honestly don't remember.
Really?
Yeah, it's I was trying to be a YouTuber at the time.
I was wondering why your hair was combed.
That's before I gave up on life. Yes.
Okay. I still had hopes and dreams.
Yeah. Those are long gone. So.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, those are fun. I stopped because when I did the Punisher one, I realized I was just given a bunch of dates. You know, I was like, then in 1972, and then in 1982, they did another one, and then in 1991. I'm like, okay, no, I need to just talk about, because I'm not a comic historian. I'm missing a lot of details, so I just need to like focus on my own sort of experience with the characters. I think that'll be a lot more fun for me, at least, so I don't have to look up all that information.
Well, you know what you need to focus on is coloring Kit Carter.
Yeah, I'm almost done with those pages, by the way.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah. So I'll be sending those shortly.
Then that means I got to pay you. Crap.
Yeah. Cha-ching.
I'll gladly repay you on Tuesday.
Yeah, glad to pay you Tuesday for your comic coloring today.
You know what I really want to see is I want to see that Kit Carter video you're making. Oh my gosh, that looks so awesome.
Yeah, I've been getting organized. I'm trying out, and I'm not doing it right yet. I'm trying to figure out my own. Where is it? My own.
You're not organizing right yet.
Yeah, I'm not. But Chad Townsend does these little note cards. He's got his are like grids, and he kind of like gamifies his work. So he tries to get as much done on a project a day, and keeps track of it. And I'm just everything's just in my head. So I thought I'm going to try some of this. So I got like Nexus triplets. I still got to write more on here. Nexus Origins colors, Kit Carter animation, which I have done.
There's
Rough
the one
animatic.
flaw. One flaw in your system. One flaw in your system is that you're forgetting to actually write on the cards.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I got nothing.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. That would help.
So no, I'm actually, I'm always interested in organizing art projects. So I'm curious on how that goes. If you find that you're more productive doing this.
Well, yeah, they do little systems where I know Chad and another guy who I was watching the other day on his scheduling is oh man, what's his name? The Inktober guy.
Fraga.
Forgetting his name. No, not Fragtober. Inktober.
Inktober. Everybody does Inktober. I don't know.
Well, it's a guy that created it.
Yeah, I never got the point to that, so I never.
What's his name?
Never.
Yeah, well, you ain't time, so it's not.
Yeah, if it's for fun and you're not a professional, okay, but otherwise,
the chat says who it is. Yeah, Jake Parker. Yeah, I've known him for years. Yeah. You should try Jake Parker's planner. He made it available. That's what I was talking about. I watched his video on doing his work planner, and yeah, it was very inspiring. It seemed very complicated. Chad's is very easy, which is much more up my alley.
You mean
Something
like
I can keep up with.
How to like make a schedule? You mean, and it's like some sort of formatted thing? I mean,
Yeah, kind of. I used to do. I used to try to do Scott McDaniel's schedule. Do you remember when he made that available?
No.
He has this whole system where he knows he can accomplish 3 stages of his pages a day. There's design, layout, and then pencils. And he knows he can do 3 of those stages a day, or 1 page wholly from design to finished pencils. So
I just skip all that and go right to the finished.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you don't even read the script. You just go straight in.
I know. That's like
I'll figure it out on the fly.
Stage 3, finish the page.
Finish the page and get paid. Oh,
but yes, I guess Chad, a little like me, like I get things done really fast if I approach it in a
organized way.
Well, in a systematic way, like if I'll do all the flats on like a group of pages, or like whatever I got, do all the flats, then go back in and do like color fixing, and then grads, and then final touches like at the end, and doing it that way, your brain is less likely to get confused when you're switching back and forth between things. You can just muscle through and do one. Flatting is very like simple. Just flat as much as you can until it's done.
Aaron, what's the clock situation?
We have 29 minutes for Kelsey to turn that into something.
I'm gonna need more time than that.
John in the chat, thank you, buddy. I will accept any free stuff you want to send me. He says he's going to send me a message on Facebook so he can send me a brush to test out.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Look at that. You can you're like the official brush tester.
What else you got?
Yeah.
Kelsey's like, send him a real brush.
Yeah, you got any, I need an eraser right now. Anybody got any erasers? Send me one of those.
Need an ink eraser, huh?
I need I need an art fixer. Do you have one of those?
It sounds like something you'd see in The Sopranos.
An art fixer. Yeah, I'm gonna need that art by Tuesday.
Yeah,
Fix you up real good.
David's on his like 4th piece by now, so he'll have.
Is he
time to
really?
do more?
Yeah, he's doing like postage stamps, illustration things. It's like, come on, man. We're doing like finished pieces. He's just like,
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
well, you're trying. So that's what I meant to say.
Robert Duan, if I'm pronouncing your last name correctly, we need a compilation of Gary saying, "Aaron, what's the clock situation?"
Oh, okay. Yeah. There's probably lots of those.
It's like Gary's always in a hurry to be someplace. What's the clock situation?
I just want everyone to know.
Got this
how much
mac and
time you
cheese
have.
in the oven.
That's Aaron. Aaron knows, but he keeps it to himself.
Yeah.
Well,
I appreciate you looking out for us, Gary.
Yeah, it's all about making me look good. I mean,
Okay, everybody, we got 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Now that I'm done.
That's right. Now that I'm finished, hurry up, Kelsey. Let's go.
John says, "I'll wait to hear Gary's opinion before I send the brushes to everyone. They ain't cheap."
Oh, wow.
Well,
Right.
Kelsey, it's kind of like sending like a brush to Kelsey is kind of like sending a gourmet meal to a hobo. It's like they're
I'll scarf it down real fast and be like, next.
Just happy to
How
have a
much did
meal.
this brush cost? What a waste.
It's no Dollar Tree brush, but it'll do. Thank you.
Yeah, that's right. It's no Dollar Tree brush, but it looks like it works okay. I don't know.
I'll use it to clean my boots.
Spent a lot of money on those boots. I need a good boot. Oh, jeez.
Can we be done with this already? How much time we got? I'm no longer having fun with this piece.
I'm ink washing now.
He's inking on top of the color. Sort of.
I just noticed if I keep working on it, building up layers, it'll have that oil effect like your guy you were showing. Maybe. You know the guy that was doing the watercolors is
I know the guy.
Yeah.
All bottom.
Yeah, maybe layers upon layers upon layers.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Until eventually it just turns white with every color in the rainbow piled on top of each other.
I have
that's light, not color.
Want to turn brown?
Yeah, I was about to say that was light, not color. So I guess color would just eventually turn deep dark brown. Right? In light, light has when you put every color in, it makes white, and the absent of it is black. But in color, like on pigment, like this, I don't think you can add up a bunch of color and end up with white at some point, right? Like I don't think it works like that.
No, it doesn't work like that. I learned that everything turns brown and doing finger painting because I couldn't stop,
Back in the early days.
Yep. This is fun. Mommy, look what I did. Oh, wonderful.
It's great, kid.
Yeah,
you put it on your fridge? No.
No, that's
you'll make the food spoil.
Not enough room. We have to show Aunt Millie's lasagna recipe. Aaron.
Yes.
Hate to interfere with
your masterpiece.
Super chat.
Son of Liberty Radio for 2 big ones. Why is Aaron drawing my am thing, not swamp thing? Because here's the reason why. Man Thing was drawn by many different artists, but in my opinion, there's only one Swamp Thing artist, and that's Wrightson, and I can never do it as good as Wrightson, so I quit trying.
So, Son of Liberty, I think you might have thought that you trapped Aaron but Aaron thinks
It's
out
a slippery one.
everything. Yeah,
Right.
he thinks
I
out
haven't
everything.
He
I think,
has excuses for
I
everything.
have excuses for absolutely everything.
So if somebody asks me why I'm not drawing Swamp Thing, I'll have an answer at my fingertips.
That's
Well-
the difference between us. I have no excuse.
Well, no, honestly, I've been asked that a lot. You know, if you're such a Wrightson fan, why don't you draw a Swamp Thing? And that's the reason I don't do it. Because every time I do it, I look at it and go, God, this sucks compared to what Wrightson did. And it's like, so I don't. But Man Thing, you've got people have done sucky Man Things. There's people have done good Man Things.
Hey, now.
I don't just have
Sucky Man Things.
Yeah, that wasn't very good.
What was that, David? What was that? Who was the artist? Remember, I told you I was going to do a Godzilla, and I had started it.
Oh, shoot!
Was it Stevens?
Dave Stevens?
Dave Stevens?
No. Yes, it was.
Chris.
No. Chris Stevens. Yes, it was.
Oh.
It was Chris.
He was going to do what?
No, he did this Godzilla.
Yeah,
Gary was going to do this Godzilla.
I had started a Godzilla because I had never done one, and I was, I had laid it out and I started penciling it, and then Chris Stevens posted his Godzilla.
Oh, yeah.
Guess where my Godzilla ended up?
In the trash.
Yep.
Hey, speaking of that, I'm going to reach out for a guest next week. And
speaking of trash, I got a guest
right?
in mind next week. What the hell was that?
well, speaking of Chris Stevens.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of trash, and everybody's like, oh.
Nobody wants to come on now. Bo Peasy for $2. Panel, most talented CG artist. Me.
Are they asking?
Dale, of course.
Oh, for sure. next to maybe David. I think David's absolutely one of the best.
Well, if he would actually follow the rules of the show, I'd be a little bit more supportive of David's endeavors.
Aaron, doesn't Fox get the sweatpants dance for just generous?
I don't have sweatpants on.
Oh,
go put them on, baby.
Fox Mulder, $40. Fox, thank you so much. He goes, I took Aaron's advice, went back and looked through what David showed, sent a message to his Instagram with my choices. Just let me know what you need from me, PayPal, mailing address, or whatever, and I'll get that to you ASAP.
Okay, you could Cash App at $Blackline Art or Venmo at SCW-1. So it's Cash App is $Blackline Art or Venmo at SCW-1.
There it is, Fox Mulder. We're here for you. And thank you for supporting David's wonderful work that's almost as good as Dale Keown's.
Thank you very much.
The Vespa guy for $5. Could Aaron go through his favorite 30 comics right now, looking for more of a show and tell format instead of a list?
So stop Aaron.
I agree.
Drawing in his tracks.
Well,
he's tempted. I could tell.
Wait a minute. Let me show you guys a video real quick.
His award-winning cover.
Oh. Tell me if you've seen this before. Here we go.
Oh, son of a gun. You thought I was going to say son of a bitch, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, yeah.
When they aired that when I was a kid, I lost it.
I have never seen that.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I did think he was going to say son of a bitch. I was just waiting for it. What is that? Come on, say it.
Well, apparently that reel where he says that was like a gag reel for the guys in the studio that were
Okay.
working on it.
Son of a bit.
Now, of course, I edited the other stuff together with my great prowess of and filmmaking programs that I have on my computer called iMovie.
I use DaVinci Resolve now because it's free.
DaVinci Resolve?
Yeah.
Never heard of
it. They make editing, or they make color grading stuff and like cameras and stuff for film, but they have an editing program you can use. Pretty easy.
Well, it's pretty easy for you, for a technically savvy guy like yourself, not so easy for an imbecile like me.
Yeah, so you were complimenting me on my videos. What were you saying?
I was saying they're really
I want to
good.
be sure to hear all of that.
No, I just said they were. No, in all honesty, they're really, really good.
Yeah, the contour drawings, or whatever those are.
Those are boring. The
ones about graybeards. I agree. No, there's so much. I want to do some super cuts. There were some great ideas here today. I'll have to do, but I want to get that one where Gary found some old photographs of us. I think that'll be a fun clip.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
won't do it anymore, Gary.
Yeah, there's plenty of material that I'll be able to make clips for a long time. Maybe a super cut of David's disco lights to really
Well, that's right. How many people you can throw in an epileptic seizure? And
yeah, I'll put a warning on the video just to make sure.
May induce vomiting.
Yeah, exactly.
Projectile vomiting.
Aaron?
Yes.
Money time.
Money time. Money time.
Now, this is John with no H, and of course, he holds the record on this show for the largest super chat, which was $100 last week.
Nice.
For $2 this week, says half of this super is to buy Kelsey's doodle.
Oh yeah?
Shot at you.
Yeah, so you're getting the buck.
You have to go to OnlyFans to get my doodle. I sell art here.
Oh, folks, you can't buy this kind of entertainment.
Oh yeah, you can. Anybody? I'll take top bidder. Entertainment.
Kelsey will come over to your house and do this all night long for you.
Kelsey, now I feel ripped off. That money I sent you, I thought it was for art.
Oh, that's true.
Wizard Sleeves wants to know what your fan account is.
Kelsey'sDoodle.com. Right?
Kelsey's Doodle time.
Kelsey's little doodle.
Wow.
Little doodle dandy. I know.
I almost started singing.
He yanks his doodle dandy. Oh my goodness!
I'm known by many things. Yeah.
Those many accounts.
I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy.
Oxygen.
All right, it's coming out a little better, but still not good.
That was just a wild distraction ploy for Kelsey. Everybody take their mind off his ink drawing.
Yeah, I'm like that girl that has the nice personality, you know.
Yeah, well, 14 minutes. 14 minutes.
Glitch wants to know what the heck happened to this stream.
I know, right?
You're not the only one.
I'm editing.
We're losing viewers like crazy. Right now, there's only 4 people watching: me, Gary, David, and Kelsey.
And we
well.
crack each other up. That's all. That's all.
Yeah. Then there's no pressure. Now I'm
That's right.
ready to kind of I can loosen up,
Oh boy, Colin
take my pants off.
says it was. Hold on a sec, Kelsey. Colin in the chat says it was nice of Aaron to do a Make-A-Wish episode this week and let Kelsey do some art.
Oh my gosh. There's record holder John with another $5 says, going back to Kelsey, thank you very much, John. Going back to Kelsey talking about inking styles, he could call his site Pulling Doodle.
No, Kelsey's a pusher.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I'm your
There's
pusher.
we'll take a moment here and revisit David's portfolio again. Flip through there again so the folks can see what you got, David.
He must be done with all his art.
Yeah.
Nice. If only your Graybeard stuff looked as good.
I
I know, right?
Just thinking that.
I was just thankful for that, actually. Thank goodness he's terrible here.
Can't be great all the time. I'm getting ink all over my keyboard because my hands are covered with.
Excuses.
No, that's true. Wait a minute. What's that one with all next to Red Sonja there with all those army dudes or whatever?
This was Suicide Squad cover.
Oh yeah, dude, that was one of my faves. That looks so good.
Yeah, it does.
It almost looks like a good comic.
So close. So close.
Wow.
Another Kelsey David Williams collabo.
Yeah,
No,
I'm in the
cool.
Guinness book for having colored the most David Williams artwork.
Right.
Me and Gabe El Taib. Who else colored you the most? Do you know?
Nah, every other colorist, was just
They
like,
just did a job. I'm the only one that brags about it. That's
Yeah.
I brag about it often. I'm like,
Well, this
Mom, do you know I
colorist,
colored more David Williams artwork? She's like, yes, shut up.
You know, was it Dean White? Dean White colored this. You know that
yeah.
colorist, the painter. He colored this.
Yeah, he did
He's really
Romita, John Romita's stuff, Junior stuff on
yeah. He's really
he's
good.
great.
I liked his stuff.
Where did he go? I haven't seen him around in a while.
He's like doing
Probably
art.
got a real job.
Yeah, no, he's still in the art game, but he's doing like real art.
That's what
I
I
hate
mean.
using that word. You know.
He and Aaron Weisenfeld hanging out.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, what happened to Aaron Weisenfeld? Jeez.
Same thing.
Same thing. He got out of the comic book and he went into like real painting and doing gallery stuff.
Drawing
I
sad
really-
girls
What I want to
moping
do.
around.
David,
Wait.
I really like that Spider-Man piece. It's not
I know.
the
I
typical
love that.
Ditko Romita, you know.
Mhm.
It's just he's literally coming out of that panel.
I know that is really a great piece. I love that Avengers too. I love both those. What kind of discount are you giving for if I buy 2?
None.
Yeah.
Buy 2, get 2.
Yeah.
That's a special Lepresti deal.
And don't ask for the Lepresti deal when you contact David.
And Kelsey and I, we worked in the logo, the Red Sonja.
Oh, I see that.
Didn't see
on
that.
the,
Where? Oh yeah,
in the
right.
hair. Remember that?
Yeah, no, I don't remember.
Just think if you'd had like a top colorist, how good that would have looked. Pull that Red Sonja out of there.
Yeah, if I only knew my Chinese red back
I
then.
know. Well,
Where were you?
ooh, look at that. Is that a
This was-
cover?
Yeah, this was a cover. It was
That's
weird. this had nothing to do with what was going on in the story, which was so weird. They said, yeah, we want Mary Jane and she's dressed up as Punisher. I'm like, oh, this is kind of interesting. I'm like, is this a what if it's going to happen? And she's taking aim at Mephisto. None of this happened in the book. Like, it was so crazy.
I could never figure out why Marvel, especially Marvel, used to do this a lot. Like when Bruce Jones was writing the Hulk, and it was like a horror comic.
Look at that guy! My new trophy wife.
Hamina.
No,
you were saying.
Well, I was just saying the Hulk was never in the comic, but they always put him on the cover because they knew that would sell. But for some reason, they didn't realize that if he wasn't in the inside, people would be disappointed. You know, it's like, we're going to do a comic without the Hulk in it, but gosh darn it, we better put it on the cover or it won't sell.
They're like, the point is our accountants aren't disappointed.
He looks like Gina.
Oh, yeah.
I hate Kid Flash, but I really like that Kid Flash piece.
Oh, yeah, I did this at Heroes Con. I did both of these at Heroes Con.
Really?
On stage?
Yeah.
On stage?
Like commission
at your
table?
Just commission. Yeah, at the table. I would be able to fly with markers but I stopped doing markers. So, which was foolish.
Have you ever done that up on stage? Did a piece?
What was that?
Have you ever done that on stage at Heroes up on, how they do the art auction?
Yeah,
and some guys get up on stage.
Yeah. I did my first Heroes. I did a Spider-Man painting, and Adam Hughes ended up buying it, which was cool.
Word.
That was an ego boost.
Yeah,
paid thousands of dollars for a painting of mine. I was just like almost in tears. I was like,
I had a similar experience. I was up on stage. Adam came up and said, "Let me take that off your hands," and he threw it in the trash.
Damn.
Maybe that's just telling me to start over.
Saving the public.
Yeah, that's right. I love that one too. That's cool.
Yeah.
He's like, I got just the place for this.
And then he lit it on fire.
Yeah. I learned this from Kelsey. All right, where are we at on time? I'm picking up for Gary. I got an interview after this or whatever.
We got just a couple minutes, but I'm going to go through the. Thank you, David. If you guys want to get in touch with David on Instagram or Twitter to buy any of those while they last, he doesn't have that many. That's where to reach him on Twitter or Instagram. Let's take a look real quick at some campaigns that we have because it's time for a commercial interruption.
Time for a commercial break.
There's Kit Carter, Planet Doom graphic novel by me, and Kelsey's involved in this. He's doing the coloring chores on that hardcover right there. You've also got the soft cover with the painting by our very own Chris Stevens. There's some more Kelsey goodness over my pencils and Matt Ryan's inks.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Dan Lawless did the back cover for the book. It's a saucy kind of 50s pinup of Kit Carter.
Sans nipples.
Very nice.
There's Gary's pinup that'll be in the gallery section of the hardcover.
Also sans nipples.
Kelsey colors though. And so the book is 64 pages, 8.5 by 11, so it's bigger than a normal comic book. And there's a hardcover and a softcover option. And there's also T-shirts, Kit Carter in black or teal. The Kit Carter color sketchbook, 8.5 by 11, so it fits nicely with the other books. And you can get the 14 by 36 Kit Carter Planet Doom movie poster, insert movie poster. That's not the final art. That's the color rough. We'll be getting into the painting here actually in February, so that should be fun. Kit Carter laser etched shot glasses. Look at all these stretch goals. We got 4 trading cards unlocked. 2 of them are David Williams specials. The other 2, you just have to settle for my art. We got add-ons of Garbage Man, Power Cubed, other stuff. There it is. Second printing of Wraith of God #1 or Blood Hunters. If you missed any of those campaigns, you can get copies on this campaign. So there you go. That's Kit Carter Planet Doom. You'll find the link in the description of this video. We're at 103.71 right now with 1,117 backers. I'm going to get to 1,500 backers. That's sort of my goal for this project. So tell your friends, tell your enemies. Let's all be friends and back the book. And here we go. David Williams is doing something with Ethan Van Sciver. Let's see, where are we? There we go. Called Fearsome. David showed a little preview of that earlier. If you missed that, check out the beginning of this video. And this is a preview book. It's got, about 11 pages of the story in it, plus all your layouts and pencil work and roughs and stuff like that.
Yep.
And so you can order that. And it's just about ready to go, isn't it?
Yep.
So, yeah, there won't be much waiting on this one before it gets shipped out. So
and they're not doing like over stock, like they're not overprinting any of this stuff. So
that's right. So this is print to order. If you don't get it off this campaign, you're going to be paying collector's prices on eBay or whatever to find one.
That's good. I prefer that.
I want to pay more for it.
No. I just mean like I think scarcity is kind of fun. The people who got there, they get it. If you didn't get it, you miss out. Sorry.
Yep. There
This
you
makes
go.
it special.
Kelsey's, Kelsey's ruthless. So you'll
That's
find
the McFarlane.
That's right. Well, there is something to be said for it. So the link's in the description of this video, so you can go there and back Fearsome preview book. And then, of course, we have Kelsey Shannon.
Yeah, Scribbles going to print hopefully next week. And I'm actually going to be...
There it is.
Calm down, everybody. I'm going to be distributing it myself.
Oh, you are now?
Yeah. I want to save the money, no doubt. And I want the experience because I'm not going to be doing that from here on out. I'm going to be getting help with that. And I don't know. I think it'll be good for me. So that's going to be happening relatively shortly. And I need to make an update so I can feel you out there. I can feel you yelling for an update. I can hear it. It's coming.
And if you want a picture of Anna and her jugs, this is the book to get right there.
I'm a specialist.
You can also get a drinking T-shirt, which would probably suit most of us at some point. We need that drinking shirt. So anyway, that's on Fund My Comic. Still available, but for very limited time as Kelsey's getting ready to send this sucker to the printer. So get in there and back that. You'll find the link in the description of this freaking video. Gary's book is, where are you at in your book, Gary? It's no longer open, but...
No, it's not open. I just got the text edits from Christina this morning. I'm still waiting for a couple of things from the printer. So I'm very, very close to having the package completed and getting it in the hands of the printer. So I don't know how long all that stuff takes, but that's where I'm at.
Sounds good. So we're all kind of on pins and needles waiting for that jam-packed book. It's like, I think it's like 1,500 pages or something. So it's just really, how many?
1,400.
Oh, 1,400.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
make sure we get that right. All right, gentlemen, it is time.
All right.
So we'll go ahead and take a look at mine first, as we always do. And there you go. This is Man Thing.
That is awesome.
I'm gonna have to do a supercut of all the man things that you've drawn on this show. There has to be at least a dozen.
Well, I figured the less structured, the better with this today's assignment.
Yeah.
That arm looks like a man thing.
What?
What the heck? I started off thinking I'm going to be real meticulous with the brush strokes and everything. I thought, what am I doing? And then I just kind of loosened up and
Yeah,
it's kind of fun.
that's because my presence is looming.
Yeah.
I can
If I
feel
actually
your stares.
try to do it good, then Gary's going to rip me apart.
Aaron, I'm wondering, probably many others are too, but I dare to verbalize the question: what have you been doing all these years, wasting your time penciling?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Imagine the work you
this
can get
piece
done.
is awesome.
Oh, thank you.
It really is.
I would never had balls enough to do something this loose in a comic book.
Really.
But
Balls
You got to
to
have
do
some pretty loose balls.
yeah,
balls to do a man thing.
my balls are cinched up tight and could not be this loose. But this is the kind of stuff that like Ron Garney's doing and Lee Weeks is doing.
He's so amazing.
I love their stuff.
Yeah.
Sort of loose energy. But
we got to get those guys on this show.
No, we don't.
Ron might do it. I don't know Lee that well, but I think I can probably talk Ron into it.
I feel bad enough on this show. That's all I need.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ron Garney is so amazing.
They got to learn us. They got to learn us. We ain't above getting a learning.
Well, I don't mind getting a learning, but a beat down. He's getting a belt out, man.
I'm gonna try and get John Beatty for next week. We'll see what he says. So,
yes.
So he's first on my list. I don't know if Ron draws on camera if he'd do it or not, but I can contact him and see if he'd be up for it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Lee Weeks might do it too. Okay, I'll put those guys on the list. All right. You Scared Jody says Aaron used his own arm for reference.
Yeah.
Here, Jody, catch this. Go.
Thank you, Jody.
Tisman74 says loose balls, loose stools. Great show.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man. All right. Wizard Sleeves, thank you. Says that's awesome, Aaron. Gary's confused by Wizard Sleeves. He just can't quite figure him out. Let's take a look. Oh, wait a minute. Henry Bemis says, I made that joke first. That should be my cannonball. Well, I can't cannonball people twice, but here you can have this.
All right. Only you can walk around in real life and have those that you could just people.
Rip somebody. All right, here's what David Williams is contributing to the show today.
Dude,
look at that thing. Look at that thing.
Look at both those things.
Yeah. Let's see that skull.
Wow.
Oh, that's nice.
James Cameron's rolling over in his grave. Look at that.
Dude, that's nice because doing a skull and nailing the proportions on it like that without an underdrawing.
Yeah, David's
good.
David's steeped in
skulls.
Is he?
That's what fearsome is. That's all he is.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I like your thing too. And don't take that the wrong way.
I'm clipping that.
Pause.
I'm going to get clipped about 40 times in this show today.
Yeah, every show is.
I did a commission of the thing with all like lovingly rendered and crosshatched. It took me a couple of days, and David kicked my keister with not even drawing. He just
James Kuhn for 1999. Thank you so much for that, James. He says that is so cool and beautiful, amazing work. What comic is that from?
Which one?
If you're referring to Man Thing, it's
Man Thing.
Yeah. It's not like a picture I took from any comic. If you're referring to David's skull, that is Fearsome.
Yeah.
And you'll find the link in the description of this video to take you right to the campaign so you can check it out. If you're talking about The Thing, that's Fantastic Four. I'm guessing. Oh, Aaron's work. Oh, so David, too bad. No, it's just Man Thing. It's a Marvel character, not from any particular comic, except maybe Man Thing.
Man Thing.
You might see him in Howard the Duck once in a while. Adventure into Fear, if you're a completist. So, okay. Very good, David. Very good. That was very much. Okay, Kelsey, are you ready?
Yeah, whatever. Let's get this over with. So there you go. Every non-competition has to have a loser, and I offer myself up as tribute. Thank God the screen is all blurry. I can see.
Yeah, I was going to say, it kind of tightens it up, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. So we can see I got my Muppet face in full effect. Yeah, it's was a bit challenging for sure. But for what it's worth.
You're gonna fix it in post like you do with all your other pieces.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the gouache and see what I can do. Yeah. So I still got some ink here. Let me
Oh no, it's a masterpiece.
Yeah. That's all it needed. Oh
yeah, so this was definitely challenging with color or not. Just going straight to ink, man. Oh man, that's.
I got to tell you though, I love her legs.
Oh, thank you.
So do I.
So
thank you.
I don't like the rest of it. The rest of it legs.
She's got
well. John's bringing the heat for $2. He says, "I take back my $1 offer for Kelsey's art today."
He's withdrawing the $1 bid.
75 cents?
Oh, easy. $5 confirmed. There you go.
There you go.
For your effort.
The Vespa guy says maybe try burning it. You think that would work?
He said burning it up.
Yeah, well, win some, lose some. Lose some mostly, but
Cyber Chud says, yes, Kelsey easily in the top 5 on this episode of Graybeards.
Okay, good.
You lost to somebody that's not on the show.
Well, I would put this on my campaign, but I'm afraid I get people asking for refunds. So
no, don't do that. Yeah. I will burn it at that point. Don't do that.
Remember, everybody, this is not a competition.
Yeah, thank God.
It's a friendly gathering of online studio mates.
Just a sketch. Just a sketch.
Speaking of bidding, Aaron, are we doing the auction next week?
Well, I'm not going to do it the week we have a guest.
Okay.
So if I can get a guest next week, we're not doing it. Well, we're not doing it anyway. So we will do it. Let's do it 2 weeks.
Okay.
From today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So not next week. That hopefully will be John Beatty or somebody that I can strong arm into coming on. And then after that, we'll do the auction.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to take this. Multi-Revelator says, try diffusing the background a bit with alcohol, maybe. So, like, we're supposed to drink and then look at it, or are we supposed to use alcohol?
Yeah.
That one works. Do that one.
Liquored up and then look at it.
DJ Close for $5. Thank you, sir, so much. Thanks for another great stream, gents. Best draw stream on the net and one of my favorite CG streams, period. I never miss it. Thank you for saying that, DJ.
Thank
we
you.
Appreciate your regular attendance for sure. And we appreciate all you guys, and would appreciate if you'd hit the like and subscribe if you haven't done it already to help this channel grow to mega proportions so that we can look at David Finch's channel and go, small fries.
Yeah, right.
Someday.
Yeah, someday.
Watch out, Finch. We're coming for you.
We're only 497,000 followers behind you.
So you're saying there's a chance. All right.
There's hope.
So let me go through these chats. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Half of this super is to buy Kelsey's doodle. Oh yeah, then he took back his $1. So
Yeah. Don't blame you.
Okay, I got everybody. So anybody,
I'll pay you $1 to take this.
That's right. In fact, free shipping, and he'll pay you $1. So, Thank you guys, seriously, everybody in the chat for joining us. We really appreciate you being part of the fun every week here on Graybeards Studio. Next week, hopefully, we'll have a special guest star. See if I can pull it off. If not, it's just going to be us, but I'll do my best. So anyway, thank you guys for joining us on the best draw stream on the internet, and we will see you right here next week on Graybeards Studio. Good night, everybody.